Did Miss Lauren just call me the one and only Drew Miller? Oh, that is good stuff. I am very happy that I am so well liked and well respected by the employees at the station. Maybe she's just trying to blow smoke. I'm not sure. But Lauren, thank you very much for being up there at the station for us. We do appreciate it and bringing it down to us here at the 69th annual West Virginia Black Walnut Festival. What a day it has been already. I tell you what, it is a huge, huge day of activities here at the festival. We've talked about it numerous times, things that are coming up, things that are going on currently. We've got a full schedule of events. We just packed up our equipment from Main Street and came back here to our normal position between Court and Church Street. A great Kids Day parade. There was some interesting technical glitches for us at the beginning, but it had nothing to do with the people who are watching. They all enjoyed it, had a great response on our Facebook and YouTube channels. Also, a great response from people who were here live and watching the Kids Day Parade. Special thank you, obviously, to Adam Anderson for going on with us on the radio and emceeing it once again. He'll be back with us tomorrow at noon, and he will be emceeing as well the Grand Parade. Folks, I am very happy to be joined this half hour. We do have a sponsor for this half hour of content. It is Roby Theater. I really thought Aaron Richardson would be here, but that guy is a busy, busy man. But you want to talk about a longtime staple of Spencer, West Virginia, the longest-running operational theater in the United States, the Roby Theater, since 1907, I believe. I'm really close there. I don't know if I'm exactly right. I got a guy watching me right now making sure or wondering if I'm right or not. But I'm happy to be joined this half hour not only by my good buddy George Allen, who you're a nut, by the way. You're a psycho. And It's perfect for Black Walnut Festivals.
Exactly.
Because you worked 13 hours yesterday. You opened this morning, and here you are hanging out again.
Yes, but if I wouldn't have come, I wouldn't have got to see this lovely face beside us.
Yes, Corey Mace is with us.
Exactly.
He truly. We're so. Listen,
see you, Amy.
We are very happy. Amy in the morning, who has had a couple of weeks here to take some time and get healed up. And Amy in the morning, you're not officially working, but since you're up and you're moving around here at the festival, why not throw a headset on you? Because that's what you do best.
Absolutely. I told Corey 2 days ago, I think it was. I was like, man, I think I want to go back to work early.
Well, I'm sure we wouldn't have any problems with you coming back to work early, but you guys have had a chance to heal up a little bit now. You're not fully healed yet, so be careful, because if you're not healed fully, I don't pay workers' comp, just in case you know or don't know.
I
tell you what, those 4 a.m.
You like that, huh?
I did it for a long time.
Yeah, and you're over it already.
I'm over it now.
Week, and you're over it.
He's done with that early shift stuff. Well, I'm glad you two are having a good time, Amy, and enjoying the festival in all its glory. But again, we want you to make sure you're healed up. I know a lot of people have asked about you since you've been gone, wondering, well, why is there a male voice in the morning now? What's going on with George up there? Or is Amy hoarse or something? That's what's going on.
No, I'm doing very well, actually. I have done way better than I expected at this point, and I probably will be back a little early.
Well, between the two of us, we're going to heal up nicely.
Absolutely.
I had a nice little scare earlier this week and then busted out of the hospital. I feel like a felon or something like that. I busted out, and I think somebody's looking for me now. Probably Camden Clark, maybe.
Right.
They had my name on a list, and it's gone now.
Looking over your shoulder, man.
I'm telling you, got to watch. You never know who is. I see a ambulance service over there, and I see the EMS right in front of me, and I think
hospital over there.
I think they set up right there to intimidate me into going back amongst their wishes. But now we're having a good time here at the festival, and again, we're here until probably about 3:30 this afternoon. We still have a bunch of sponsors this afternoon. We're going to have a great time with the sponsors. We have giveaways galore. George, if you're looking for T-shirts from Wheels Towing Recovery, you might notice something.
They're gone.
Yeah. Did a quick this morning, said, hey, if you come to our table and you mention that you heard us on the radio or you saw us on Facebook and YouTube, you can win a free Walnut Festival T-shirt, care of Wheels Towing. And I had 4 gone in 10 minutes. The next 2 were gone after that very quickly. So we are out of shirts. We do apologize. But, again, this is a first-come, first-served thing. I've had many people ask me about these armband tickets for a free armband to the carnival. I am getting ready to give away a pair of these in just a few moments, probably 1:30 exactly. You got to be on our YouTube and our Facebook channel because I'm going to ask the question, the trivia question there, and you have to be the first one to make it here to the booth and correctly answer the trivia question. Can't answer it online. You have to be here. So you have to be watching us, and you have to be around the area and running towards us when that does happen, and we'll give those away. I've got 5 to give away today and 5 again to give away tomorrow for the carnival. And again, it's good for one free armband for one session. That's a big value, though. And again, Will's Towing and Recovery, great job for them. I want to thank Aaron Richardson with the Roby Theater for their half-hour sponsorship of all this content that we have. And what are we looking at over there?
Aaron's walking right there.
Oh, Aaron's walking over there, so maybe he's on his way over. That would be a lot cooler if he was.
Yeah.
George, Amy, it's really good to have, like,
The crew.
three-quarters of the team here right now.
Exactly, right?
Lauren is working right now. Miss Leah is going to come in this evening, and she's going to be covering us for the Roane County football game and then Metro News game night. And we're going to keep it rolling through tomorrow, and it's going to be a good time for us.
Exactly. It sure will.
Well, I can tell you, I'm definitely missing it. Like, I can't wait to be back.
And remember 2 years ago, Drew, she said, I'll never get this.
Yeah. Right off the bat, I'll never learn this stuff.
I can't do this.
Lies, all lies.
Exactly.
She's
Hey, I'll never compare to the two of you. I don't think ever.
Well, I don't think anybody wants to try to compare to us.
Right.
That's not always the best of things to have happen. One thing I am going to do while we're on the radio, folks, I'm going to do one giveaway. This is for a Raider discount card. Now, the Raider discount cards obviously are the cards that have businesses on the back that have different discounts that you can utilize all year long. From now until next year, there's a bunch of different businesses like La Finca, NV Graphics, Backwood Ramblings, Pizza Hut, there's Front Porch. There's a whole lot of places that you can use those for a full year. And all you have to do is come to our booth right here at the corner of Court and Church Streets and say, hey, heard you on the radio or saw you on Facebook and YouTube, and you will be the winner of a free Raider discount card that you can use for a full year at any of those locations. There's a bunch of them here in the county that are open for it. In fact, let me find these things while George and Amy are talking, and I'll tell you the exact number of businesses that are on this.
You know, the perfect trivia question is how many days has Amy been off?
Absolutely.
Only we know that.
Well, no.
Not necessarily.
Everybody that listens would know.
Okay, so here we go. These are the businesses for the Raider discount card that whoever shows up first and says, I heard you on the radio. Oh, my goodness, I'm going to talk here in a second about that. La Finca Mexican Grill, Slate Tire and Auto, the Front Porch Restaurant, NV Graphics, Spencer Handy Mart, the Jerry Queen of Spencer, Backwood Ramblings, Pizza Hut, Forget Me Not, McDonald's, Garden Fresh, and Phoenix Nutrition is on the back of this as well. Speaking of Phoenix Nutrition, our great buddy Matt Queen just came over here from his vantage point and delivered us some Phoenix Nutrition drinks. You have no idea how badly I wanted one of these and have been so busy, I haven't had a chance to request one from Matt Queen. I tell you what, folks, if you have not been there, you got to get over there. They've got late hours during the festival, and they are right across the courthouse lawn on Main Street. They're easy to find now. He showed me a picture of the new front of the building with all of the lights and stuff up. It is looking good, guys.
Listen, I think I'm running a real close race with Drew at Phoenix Nutrition. I think I'm right under Drew as a frequent flyer.
Yeah, I think, well, it doesn't help that I got there first and foremost on the opening day.
Right.
And started my addiction to them. So it has lasted ever since then.
But I do have one up on Drew.
Yeah, this is unfair. This is an unfair advantage.
Uh-oh.
I now have a drink named after me at Phoenix Nutrition.
Yeah, the Amy.
Oh.
Just so you know, though, I was instrumental in helping prepare that thing.
This is totally different.
What, is it a new one?
Yes.
It's a new one? Oh, all right.
And actually, it shouldn't be named after me, if I have to be honest about it. My husband created it for me, but they named it after me.
Well, Corey's a humble guy. He doesn't care if he gets the name recognition.
He's the mad scientist, and that's what Matt says.
Well, folks, we're down here again throughout the afternoon. We're going to shut things down at about 4 o'clock so we can get on to Flatwoods and get ready for the Braxton County game and our broadcast this evening. But It's going to be wide open here throughout the entire festival. There's a lot on the plate that we're going to talk about. Stay with us on YouTube and Facebook. You're going to have a chance at 1:30 to win a pair of armband tickets to the carnival as well. Right now, the first person to comes to the booth and says, I heard you on the radio or I saw you on Facebook and YouTube, you get a Raider discount card courtesy of the Rome County High School football team. Amy, it's great to hear from you again. We hope you continue to heal up nicely, and we look forward. I know George looks forward to you being back on the morning shift so he can sleep in again.
Technically, I'm supposed to be off till Wednesday, but I probably won't be off that.
George does not say anything. He doesn't want to jinx it.
Doesn't matter.
For all of us here at WVRC, we're going to send it back up. We'll check in at the bottom half of the 1 o'clock hour on the radio. Take it away, Lauren.
But like I told you, Amy, we got this.
What's up? Oh. Yep. Sears boots all the time. What's up, mother? Yeah, just now. I wasn't even trying to get this food, but I did anyway because I was looking for water. I could take more of that. I could take more of this though, if you're looking to run around. Yeah. You just gotta guess. I guessed wrong and ended up with hibachi. That's a good guess. I'm doing great. I've been moving quickly here recently. I'm now just sitting down for a little bit. So.
Plus, we got a little sun. Yeah.
Don't worry, those of you out on Facebook and radio, or Facebook and YouTube land, my mom is just checking on me to make sure I'm okay. I am okay. I am doing well. Thank goodness I've got. Yeah. I don't know what it's called, but I'm not typical. I know that. They call me atypical. Okay, so mom checked on me, and I need water. Hopefully she brings me that water pretty soon. Other than that, I'm feeling great, guys. And, again, we wanted to thank – as we saw Aaron Richardson coming through. What happened?
He disappeared.
Aaron just disappeared on us. Of course, I knew it. What did I say? I said, I don't think Aaron's going to have time because he's a busy man. He was walking around with a GoPro camera. He's been doing some prep work. He showed the whole city on the City of Spencer's webpage. That was really, really cool before this thing got actually started. Such a neat thing that he's doing. So he's a busy guy, too. He's in multimedia, and so he's helping out with that. But we do want to thank the Roby Theater and Aaron Richardson for sponsoring this half hour of content, folks. We invite you to go to the Roby Theater. Again, it is walking into history, number one.
Right.
He does a great job of getting the best movies that are out. And, again, it's a one-theater thing. So it's a one movie. It's not one of those multiplexes. But you go there, you get the old-fashioned, the best popcorn in the world. Absolutely. You get all these discounts on drinks and popcorn and meals and things like that, and you can go watch a movie in an old-timey theater, and they've done a great job of restoring a lot of the stuff in there. They've done a great job of overhauling all of the seats. We talked with Joey Maldonado yesterday, and he has been in there to clean up the floors, and he'll be back in there to do that again consistently. And so they're doing great with that.
He said yesterday that he's about to go back in again and redo it.
Getting ready to redo the floors there one more time. And so Aaron's doing a great job there, and we invite you to go there. It's just a really great thing to be back in time in that beautiful old building. It is on the National Registry of Historic places, and it's just so cool that we still have that, the oldest continually operating theater in the nation. And at one time we thought the world. I still don't know if that's true or not. I have no idea.
According to Wikipedia, it is the oldest in the world.
Well, Wikipedia, we never know. Yeah. I never allow people to use that as a source, but
exactly.
I do.
I do too.
I use it as a source all the time. Let's talk about some of the things that are taking place this afternoon, folks. Looking at the schedule, we know that people are wondering about the music situation. It won't start until 4:30 today, but 4:30 will be the Parachute Brigade. They'll play from 4:30 to 6:30. Very eclectic band, and they play a lot of their own stuff, some of new age stuff. It's going to be really neat that they play. At 7 o'clock, it's going to be Dangerfield from
Hooners.
7 to 9. Some Hooners, as George likes to mention, and they're going to play anything, Southern rock, 60s, 70s rock and roll, 80s music. They're going to play a bunch of different stuff, and they are really good at it.
Roger and David Bush, Harry Bell, Rick Poling, and probably Lyle Kirby.
Harry left us, by the way.
Yeah,
he
moved
was
to
on our
Parkersburg.
Sunday morning shift for a while with the Dave Bowen Gospel Hour. He and Steve Snodgrass and Dave
Moved to
Bowen.
Parkersburg.
And Harry and his wife took off for Parkersburg, left us for greener pastures. But again, it'll be good to see Harry back and on stage
Yes.
as well for the show here. What we've got going on this afternoon, obviously at 1 o'clock was the Dinah Roar show, and it's still going on for a little bit over there. It's 1, 3, and 5 for those shows. And then at 1 o'clock, actually right now, the carnival is open, and it'll be open from 1 to 5 p.m. They'll take a break from 5 to 6, and then 6 to close. Once again, they'll be open. Of course, live music throughout this afternoon. A lot of things going on. I tell you what, the information booth and merchandise tent has been overrun today. Absolutely overrun. They have sold out of a lot of stuff. They're still selling stuff. Now, if you're looking for those Fiesta Ware collectible coffee mugs, not a lot left. And, of course, you hear people and see people online before this thing goes on, too expensive, I'm going to pay for that. It's a collectible, folks. Pay for it if you want it. If you don't, keep your mouth quiet. Nobody cares if you don't like the price of it. People love those things. They're collectibles.
Yep.
That's why they buy them. They don't buy them because they're cheaper or more expensive.
I sat at a table out there not yesterday, last year, and was eating dinner, and there was a lady and her husband was sitting there, and they were talking about them. They got them. They get 2 of them every year.
Yep.
And they drink their coffee in them for a year.
Yep.
And then they set them back.
And get the next one.
And
And
get
get
the
the
next
next
pair.
year's. Yeah.
And
That's the cool
they've
thing
done
about
that
it.
for years and years and years.
And they've done well at it, and that's why they continue to get it every year. The official color this year, I just said, what is it, pink? They said it's peony. Peony. It's a pink sort of color is what it is. So it's a very beautiful Fiesta Ware mug. Hopefully people can get there quickly because they'll run out of them as they do every single year.
Absolutely.
We're here at the Walnut Festival. We're going to take a quick break on our Facebook and YouTube feed, folks. Don't forget, at the 1:30 hour, we're going to do a giveaway for a set of wristbands
Fat
for
man
the
needs
carnival.
food.
Right now, we have a wristband, or not a wristband, we have a Raider gift card to give away, a Raider discount card. First person that comes here to the booth and says, I saw you on YouTube or Facebook, or I heard you on the radio, and you get a discount card that's good for a year to all of those different places in Spitzer. We'll be back in the second half hour here of the 1 o'clock hour in just a few. I want to welcome everybody back on the YouTube and Facebook side of things. Hang tight with us, folks. We are going to go live quickly here on the radio. I want to thank our sponsor for this half hour of content, that is Phoenix Nutrition. And our good buddy Matt Queen is with us. We're going to talk with him throughout the next half hour about what's going on over at the business. Talk about the Walnut Festival and enjoying it. He's got Miss Emma with him, the right-hand girl, and she has obviously seen a face painter recently. May have to get her out on the camera so we can see that here in a second. I know some of you are tuning in on YouTube and Facebook for our trivia question to try to win a pair of armbands. We're going to do that once we go back off of the radio. Well, what we're up to, Miss Lauren, is we're having a good old time here at the 69th Annual West Virginia Black Walnut Festival. Again, we are on day 3 this Friday afternoon, and boy, did the good Lord treat us to some very nice weather so far this week. 3 straight days of perfect, pristine weather, 75 degrees and sunny with no humidity, a breeze blowing. You cannot dial up better weather for a Walnut Festival, and it has responded in kind with a lot of foot traffic. So many people came out for the Kids' Day Parade. The streets were lined on both sides. We covered it here, as you could tell, on our Facebook live feed and our YouTube live feed. And, of course, we had it on the radio as well, so you could hear the audio of who was involved in that. There's so many things going on this afternoon as well. We talked about the Dino Roars show. They've got another one at 3 and 5. You can see up on the main stage from our vantage point, people are starting to move around and bring some equipment up there. They're going to get ready for some music at 4:30 today. The Parachute Brigade will be taking the stage at 4:30 till 6:30, and then Dangerfield from 7 to 9 p.m. So many things going on here. Unfortunately for us here at WVRC, well, I guess fortunately, we also have a football game that we need to cover, and so we're going to be headed off to Flatwoods and the Roane County-Braxton County game at 7 p.m., and so we'll shut down here on our live feed at about 4 o'clock. Very happy to be joined by our sponsor for this half hour. That is Phoenix Nutrition. If you don't know about Phoenix Nutrition, you're missing out, number one. You need to find them on Facebook. You need to get a hold of Matt Queen and his family as you guys have opened up this brand new business in Spencer, West Virginia. It's been a labor of love. It's been a very good learning experience, Matt. And on top of that, you've become very successful very quickly as you've navigated the world of small business ownership. This is a product that you came up, well, you didn't come up with, but you heard about from your days in the Clendenin area, and you believed in it. You enjoyed the drink yourself just for the taste of it. On top of that, you've got good properties with it. But I tell you what, you brought it here to Spencer, West Virginia, and a lot of us have latched on.
Yeah. So when I was working in Clendenin, I would go and buy 3, 4, 5 of these a day, and it sold me so well that I ended up wanting to bring something home. Something Spencer, Walton area. They're really good drinks. I have probably 200 different flavors, and we can mix and match with caffeine, without caffeine. They all have vitamin B12, B6, vitamin C in them. They're 32 ounces, $8. They really sell you on the taste, not so much the health properties. That's just the added bonus to the taste, really. We're also now doing a lot of protein shakes, and I have just about as many flavors in protein that I do the teas. And then we do fruit smoothies. We started doing fruit smoothies too. We got strawberry, banana. We have a wild berry. We have just a regular mixed fruit and just a regular strawberry one.
I think about that. You talk about we have over 200 flavors. You have like infinite flavors. There are combinations that you haven't even created yet. There are combinations that you're coming up with. You have a mass amount of different individual flavors, and you can put any of them together. I like the board that you have, the spin the wheel board, or throw a dart board and find out, hey, you just got to pick from that what you're going to get.
And we really encourage people to come in and mix and match. You don't like it, we'll make something up you do, We like the whole, the the fun of the dice game we have. You roll, you get what you get, and if you don't like it, we'll make something else. We got enough flavors where we can do it for days.
Well, it's a really fun thing that you have going there. And again, you've been trying multiple different things since you opened up in July. We were there for your grand opening, and it was fun that day. And it's been fun since it's stressful to open a business in town where you're serving drinks. But I think one thing that you always wanted to do, and one thing that you made as a number one priority, was to give back to the kids, number one, and get involved in the schools and in sports. And that's something that's taken some time for you, but you're now getting involved with sporting events, and that has been a major boost for this business.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we're in at all Walton games and all football games for the rest of the year. That's one of the things I really wanted to do. I wanted to get back into athletics program because, frankly, that's the only reason why I graduated school was was the sports. And so it's good to see all the old coaches and see these kids growing up and doing really good in our. We got a really solid athletics program here in Roane County.
Absolutely. It's nice to be involved around winning programs. That doesn't hurt the cause. Lots of people show up for those events. We're speaking with Matt Queen, owner of Phoenix Nutrition here. They're located, the storefront is right in the middle of town. If you look across from the courthouse lawn on Main Street and you're looking in between basically the Common Sense Consignment Store and the corner boutique, you're going to see that little old Hallmark store building, and you're going to see the big Phoenix on the two sides of the windows, and you're boosting a little bit of that now. You got some other signage, you got some lighting up there, but really that's just the storefront. It's a very simple operation. People might not understand. When they walk in, it's just a little countertop, and right there is where you make all those drinks. Some of the magic happens behind all that, obviously. There was a lot of work involved in getting that ready, though, as far as a business is concerned.
Yeah, a whole transaction only takes probably 30 seconds. I mean, we're in and out. If you see a line, that means we're super busy because they're only about 30 seconds for mix your drink, and then you're right back off to your daily day. And but we really do enjoy being back in Spencer. We definitely enjoy the high school sports and the middle school sports. I'm glad they took a chance on us and let us set up and give back to the community in that way. We're just continuing to try to grow, and we're always up to change. We love the new.
Well, one thing that you put into play early on, and again, this is another strain on you personally, but it's a good business decision, is you started doing deliveries, and you will deliver many, many places. People wouldn't even imagine. You think, well, yeah, he's a local business in Spencer. Sure, he'll deliver around the courthouse square. You're a little bit more crazy than that.
Oh, yeah, I'll go anywhere. You want a drink, you call me, and I'll get it to you. The farthest delivery I've done one today. I've done all the way to Ravenswood High School today.
Jeez.
And then out towards Kanawha County, I've done a few in Clendenin. And I've done my farthest one solo person was out Long Ridge. So
wow.
I'll get around. You guys want a drink, you call me. I'll make it happen.
We're talking with Matt Queen, the owner of Phoenix Nutrition. And Phoenix Nutrition, it could mean a lot of things. What it is for you guys is nutritional drinks, but they're drinks with nutritional properties. That's, again, used like a side effect and in addition to the fact that they taste incredible. I tell you what, I've been addicted to these things since drink one.
Since day one.
Since the first day I tasted one of these things. I'm one of the best customers, I'm glad to say. Even though I don't have one named after me, that's no big deal.
It's coming.
Listen, I don't want a Drew or an Andrew. I want a WVRC-themed drink, and I'll figure something out at some point in my life to get that done.
You come in and you pick the flavors, and we'll put her on the board.
So the original Phoenix drinks, and then, of course, the protein shakes as well. And those, again, there are health-conscious people who want their protein in form of shakes, and that's a big deal. We have a fitness center here in Roane County, and, again, you can deliver in many different places. And also there are people who are regulars for you who want to come get their drinks off of you in the storefront.
Absolutely, and I'll tell you another thing about those protein shakes. They're like a dessert. They really are good. When you think protein, you think gritty and you think nasty, and it's hard to get down. But I have so many different combinations over there. I have like a Rocky Road. I have banana splits. I have just about anything you could think of, and they really are good. And that sweetener we use really makes things sweet without that punch of that guilt.
Yeah, the sugar that is not in it is a big deal. 24 calories, 0 sugar in the drinks, and that's a huge deal for people who are trying to be a little health conscious and keep the LBs off. I'm not there yet, but I'm getting towards that process at some point in my life, Matt. Don't worry, I will get better off in some point.
You can have a diet drink and eat a fat cake.
Yeah.
That's the way balance.
Well, listen, although these are nutritional drinks, they're good for you and all that stuff, this is the week where you don't really care about that. This is the week it's just for taste, because everything is just for taste here at the Black Walnut Festival. You got Miss Emma with you, all right? We had to get Miss Emma on. She's got her face painted like a tiger, I believe. She is your right-hand person at the store. She was there with us from day one, and she's still with you as your sidekick. She helps work at the store sometimes. She's my the clipper of the tokens, the free ones.
Yep.
She's doing it now. She's all of a sudden being shy on us. Come on now.
Come over here. She is my VP, I call her.
Yeah.
When she wasn't in school, she was here every day working as hard as she could to make sure we was doing right, punching them tickets.
Yep, making sure we do the right thing.
She's sporting the face paint today. We actually have face paint going on over at the store for $5. Come in and get what you want. Yep.
So $5, you can get your face painted, and you can go get yourself a drink. Well, Miss Emma, do you enjoy working at the store with your dad?
Yes.
You have fun with him?
Yes.
You have fun with the customers, too. I know that. You have a good time talking with the customers and helping them out, and they enjoy your company, too. It's fun to see you there. Do you have a good time?
Yeah, get all bashful now.
All the same, yeah. Listen, don't let her shyness fool you right now. She is a talker in the building. We just got to get her back in her element.
Yeah, you gotta get
inside
her
the
back.
building there. It's a great time for you to open this business. Again, it's always nerve-wracking. You have a brand new business that nobody knew anything about, and so you're starting from ground up, from scratch. And I think that number one, what you've done with your social media account is numero uno. There's no better word of mouth than free social media, and you are consistent with that. You're showing your daily specials. You're telling when you're delivering and where you can go to. You're telling your hours. You're telling when you're going to be at a sporting event. If people know where you're at, they're going to find you.
Yeah, we really try. I try to stress that even with my wife. I try to stress, make sure we're posting on there, because a lot of people get our information. And if you don't know anything about this drink, the picture alone will catch your eye. We got pictures in the storefront now of like the mermaid. It's just all these wild, bright colors. And that social media really helped. And you've helped a lot too, with the radio station. This has been a blessing.
Well, that's what we do. Our job is to promote our business owners as well. And, folks, again, out there in Radio Land, if you haven't been to Phoenix Nutrition yet, it's easy to find. It's right across from the courthouse on Main Street. Find them there. If you can't find them there, go to a sporting event. Go to a Walton volleyball game, a Walton football game, go to Roane County High School football games, even though we only got one more officially at home this year. But, again, he'll be there for basketball season. It's going to be a great time. And find him, search him out, try one drink. And I tell you all the time, Matt, if you try one sip, you're going to be hooked on it.
Absolutely.
Well, we're going to send it back up to the studio, Miss Lauren. I'm going to stay live here with Matt for a couple more minutes on Facebook and YouTube. He's going to help me do a giveaway here. Don't forget, those of you out in Radio Land, I have a Raider discount card. All I'm waiting on is someone to come here to our booth and say, I saw you on the radio, or I heard you. Or I heard you on the radio, or saw you on YouTube and Facebook. You get this free Raider discount card, good for the full year. Phoenix Nutrition is on that, by the way.
They are?
Yeah, you got $1 off any drink from Phoenix Nutrition for the rest of the year. La Finca, NV Graphics, Backwood Ramblings, Forget Me Not Flower Shop, McDonald's, Pizza Hut, Spencer Handy Mart, Slate Tire and Auto, The Front Porch, Dairy Queen, Phoenix Nutrition, and Garden Fresh Market. All you got to do is show up here and say, hey, I heard you or saw you. I want the Raider discount card. Also, when we go off the radio here in just a second, we're going to give away our first pair of armband tickets for the carnival. We're going to send it back up. Miss Lauren will check in at the 3 o'clock hour. Oops, I meant the 2 o'clock hour, actually. I thought we were already at 2 o'clock. Got Miss Brandy waiting in the wings for us. Awesome. So, Matt, let's talk about festival stuff now. Now we get to the good, gritty stuff. Now, you are a Walton grad in middle school. You're a Roane County grad, and you've obviously been to this festival once before.
Oh, absolutely.
So I got to ask you, number one, what is your favorite memory as a kid for the festival? And then number two, I have to know what your favorite food is here.
So my favorite memory, it has to be when Mom and Dad would take us over to the carnival.
Uh-huh.
You'd spend $3,000 to win a $20 bear, $5 bear, and that's definitely the best memory. And my favorite food is definitely one of the barbecue places. I absolutely love
All
that.
right. Well, those are good places to have. We've got a few of those here as well. I got to say, my favorite food was always the Chinese restaurant there, the Chinese food truck, and of course he 40 plus years finally hung it up, and just a great thing to have. But nobody's picked that up, and I want someone to pick that up for us.
Phoenix might be making some fried rice one
There
day.
now you're not going to allow to say that's nutritional at all. There's a fried rice is fried for a reason, and it is a very good thing, but good for you it is not. Let's see, Miss Emma, what's your favorite thing about the Walnut Festival so far this year?
Uh,
You ready to go with it? She's been talking a lot about that jumpy thing.
The Euro bungee?
Yep, she's ready. As soon as
Oh,
we get
she's
there.
ready. That may be her favorite thing once she tries it. Well, hopefully you enjoy the Euro bungee.
I seen people do backflips on it.
Are you thinking about trying to do a backflip on it?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. So she hasn't even experienced her favorite thing yet.
This is her first year.
Oh, this is the first year for you? Oh, wow. Here we go.
Family tradition.
So I can't even say then what her favorite thing is because she doesn't even know yet. She's like, well, let me experience some things first, and then I'll let you know. I think the Euro bungee might be your favorite thing.
One time I rode the Ferris wheel.
Did you enjoy the Ferris wheel?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. You want to do some carnival games, things like that too?
Yeah, yes.
Ah, yes. She's going to enjoy that for sure. That is the sidekick, or as Matt Queen likes to say, his VP of operations at Phoenix Nutrition. Matt, we appreciate you joining us here today, and keep doing what you're doing, brother. It's a great thing that you have here. It's a great business. I know a lot of people love this stuff, and if a lot of people love it, only more people are going to get involved soon enough, and keep cranking them out, and eventually this is going to get easier for you.
Oh yeah. It's definitely a lot of sleepless nights right now, but it's all worth it, you know.
Well, folks, that is Matt Queen. Let's do something here, Matt. Let's do a giveaway, and it's not just a simple giveaway. This is going to be a trivia question,
Okay.
okay? The trivia question is got to be Walnut Festival related. So let's look at this. Let's say for our trivia question, we are going to ask, and let's relate it to Phoenix Nutrition here.
Okay.
Matt just talked about what his favorite thing was, his favorite memory of going to the Walnut Festival. He just said it. His favorite memory was when his parents took him to the blank. First person to make it here and answer correctly what Matt Queen loved the most about the festival as a kid wins our first 2 armband tickets for the carnival. All you got to do is come here, and you got to be the first one to say what was his favorite thing. And we got somebody on the hook right now. Charity Sampson, what was the answer of Matt Queen's favorite thing to do? And she is correct. His favorite thing was the carnival as a kid. Congratulations, Charity Sampson. You have 2 armbands, and use those whatever day you want to. They're free for 1 wristband, and enjoy that. We had our first, boy, that was
She
quick,
was
Matt.
quick.
Somebody was paying attention
Yes,
here.
yes.
Somebody knew we were going to give some stuff away here pretty soon. I had some other people come up to me a little earlier. I said, hey, I'm going to give them away probably at 2 o'clock. You better be around, and you better be watching because it's going to go fast. Oh, I'm waiting for the next person to come over and say, hey, I got the answer. Too late. Yeah, you
That
got to
was
hurry.
Quick.
I'm telling you, dude.
She was right here.
People, that tells me that people are paying attention. That's a good thing.
Great.
Well, Matt, we're going to let you and Emma go enjoy the festival, obviously. I know you're still working and
Yep.
trying to have fun at the same time. We just enjoy our time with you here and keep cranking them out, man. We love it.
Well, thank you for having me, and good luck to the Raiders tonight.
Oh,
Get that win.
absolutely. Yeah. I tell you what, Braxton's struggling right now, so that better be a win for Rowan County here tonight. Folks, stick around. We're going to go radio silent for just a second. We got another business owner coming up here. And again, we are live at the 69th Annual West Virginia Black Walnut Festival. Continue to like and share and comment on our video. We would love to hear from you. If you have any questions, comments, we're here all day for you guys. Well, folks, I said we were going to be back in just a minute, and I was not kidding. Just a minute. I had forgotten that I have been hounding this young lady for, I don't know, since she was declared Miss Black Walnut Festival for the year, Miss Ella Wilson. And she said, listen, I'm busy. I promise I'll make it to the booth at some point. And I saw her today, and I said, well, what do you have free? She said, well, I'm doing this at this time. I'm judging the Kids' Day pageant. Then I got to go to the Dino Roar. And then at 2:30, I got to go do this. And I was like, holy cow. Get to me as soon as you can get to me, and here you are.
I'm here now.
Absolutely. Miss Ella Wilson, our 69th annual West Virginia Black Walnut Festival queen. That has got to be fun to hear over and over right now for you.
Yes, it is. This is my hometown festival. I've lived in Spencer since I was 3 years old. And ever since I was a kid, I've been going to the Black Walnut Festival pageant. And it's just been my dream to win this ever since I've started doing pageants. And having my entire family here at the festival for a 5-day festival, let alone, is really exciting for me.
Yeah, that's a really cool thing. I've seen your mom, I've seen your grandmother, I've seen your family members. They've been around, they've been asking questions, making sure. They wanted to make sure that the coronation was going to go on our station because I know your sister Afton is up at WVU, and hopefully she was able to see that.
She was. She sent me screenshots of it.
Very, very good stuff. The pageant itself, though, took place a couple of weeks ago, right?
Yes, it did. It took place at Roane County High School. I forget the exact date. It was the last Saturday of September where I was crowned, and it was a really fun day. I competed against around 16 other girls, and we just had a fun time.
Yeah, it's a good time. This is not your first pageant either.
No.
You're well versed in these things. You kind of know the ins and outs of pageantry, and there are some things that you need to work on and be good at to be a very good pageant person. And again, you're competing against other people who do that all the time as well. Did you feel like comfortable, more confident coming in this year than in other pageants, or have you always just felt that way and this just happens to be your year?
So I'm only 17 years old, which means I just got into the queen category age-wise. And I've held 2 previous teen titles, but this is my first queen. And I've done a few other pageants over the summer. And even though I didn't win them, you have to look at them as a learning experience and time. I did the molasses pageant, and that was one of my favorite ones over the summer. And not winning, but getting to know the ins and outs and getting to meet these amazing girls that you're going to see around the entire state, it really is a good time. And I really am grateful for all the pageants that I entered but still didn't win. And it all brought me here. And I kept telling my mom, like, whenever I didn't win any pageants, like, it's a sign that I should do Black Walnut.
Exactly. It's your hometown pageant, as you said. So you have won some titles, so you know what's getting ready to happen for the next year. You're going to be busy, right?
Yes. So with the queen title comes going to West Virginia Association of Fairs and Festivals pageant to compete to be the reigning queen over the West Virginia State Fair.
Yes.
And that is a long weekend in January. You can buy tickets if you want to come watch. I'm not sure the exact dates. I'm sure they're on Facebook somewhere.
Yeah, we'll make sure to get those out, obviously, for sure.
And I am going to be preparing the next few months up until the very last minute to do fairs and festivals.
And meanwhile, you are going to be representing the Black Walnut Festival at other places in other times throughout the next full year. Your schedule just got a lot busier than you already have. You are one of those people that doesn't rest much. You do a lot of different things in a lot of different areas. This is not something that's going to be unfamiliar to you, but we do want to say thank you so much for joining us, and a huge congratulations.
Thank
I've
you.
known you all my life. I'm so excited to see you wearing that crown this year at this festival.
Thank you.
That is Ella Wilson, Miss Black Walnut Festival for the 69th annual Black Walnut Festival in 2023. Ella, enjoy the rest of your day. I know you're swamped. Thank you for giving us some of your time.
Of course. Everybody come out and visit the 69th West Virginia Black Walnut Festival.
And you might find Ella out there. Just say hi to her. Thank you so much, Ella. And she's going to be busy, folks. So if you're out here and about at the festival, make sure you find her. She's going to be wearing that crown, and you're going to have to find her because she's going to be moving and shaking all different places. She's going to be judging. She's going to be eating things. She's going to be walking around and helping other people with other stuff, right?
Yes.
Ella Wilson, our Black Walnut Festival queen for 2023. Thank you very much. Oh, what a day it has been, and I'm so glad I got a chance to get Ella on here. I know she's so busy, and I just had to have one chance to say, come to the radio station, and she is here, and now she's gone again. That's just the way it goes. Oh, and we got pictures coming as well. That's the cool thing about it. Hey, listen, how often do you get to meet royalty, right? I've never. Only once or twice. Oh, Emma, you don't count yet. We're here at the 2 o'clock hour, folks. We just gave away our first pair of tickets, our armband tickets to the Carnival. I have 3 more to give away, and I'm going to give these away at the 3 o'clock hour on YouTube and Facebook. 3 o'clock, YouTube and Facebook. If you're watching and waiting, you got to wait for another hour before we do another giveaway for those. Although I am still waiting to give away the Raider discount cards. I've got 3 of them right here, and I've got one of them in my hand. All you have to do is show up here at our booth on the corner of Church Street and Court Street and say, hey, saw you on Facebook or YouTube, or hey, heard you on the radio. That's not a trivia question. That's just showing up here and saying that, and then I will hand you a discount card good for the year. And there's a lot of different places that you can utilize this. La Finca, Slate Tire and Auto, the Front Porch Restaurant, NV Tan and Graphics, the Spencer Handy Mart, Dairy Queen, Backwood Ramblings, Pizza Hut, Phoenix Nutrition, Forget Me Not Flower Shop, McDonald's, Garden Fresh Market. Some of the things that they have there, by the way, you're just wondering, well, what do they give you? Well, at La Finca, let's say you buy one chicken or steak fajita, get the second half price. You get 10% off all alignments at Slate Tire and Auto. At the Front Porch, you get 10% off the entire purchase of your meal. And again, that's for a whole year. That is insanity for a whole year. NV Graphics, 10% off $25 purchase of any Raider apparel. Buy one slice of pizza, a free small fountain drink at Spencer Handy Mart. Spencer Dairy Queen, a small blizzard for $4.09. Backwood Ramblings, $5 off any $30 purchase. For Pizza Hut, it's 10% off a large pizza, $1 off any drink at Phoenix Nutrition. For Forget Me Not, $5 off any fresh arrangement over $30. At McDonald's, you can buy a Big Mac value meal and you get one Big Mac sandwich for free on top of that. And then at the Garden Fresh Market, you get a free small Snow Biz with any purchase. That's what is on the line. All you got to do is show up here. Say, hey, heard you on the radio, saw you on Facebook, saw you on YouTube. Boom, it's yours. That's an easy one.
Simple.
Folks, we're very happy to be joined by our sponsor for this half hour. And I tell you what, I'm going to tell you right now, Brandy, I've dropped the ball because I was not paying attention, and I was getting ready to say Brandy Starcher, and it is no longer Brandy Starcher. It is now Brandy Stump. She has been married since last year when we were here at the festival. From Crazy Little Mama Decals, and I tell you what, one of the best named businesses ever. I told her that last year. I said, where did it come from? She said, well, it's just who I am. Just Crazy Little Mama.
My husband definitely gave me that name.
Well, Brandy, we're so happy to have you here again this year. Obviously, you're still surviving. You're still thriving in your business. It's located right there on Main Street. It's a really good location across from the Roby Theater and across from the First Neighborhood Bank drive-through. And in another year of business, let's talk about that. Last year, I know you were still new to your new store.
Yeah.
Now you've been there another year. How are you feeling now that
feel
you've had another
so
year?
much more confident. Yes, it has grown a lot. We just added more clothing space, and we added more bags, and we created a t-shirt wall to where you can come in and pick out the design that we have displayed and pick out what color t-shirt you want it on, and we take it in the back and press it, and you will get to walk right out the door with it. So.
I tell you, you will talk about turnaround time. This woman knows how to run a business when it comes to turnaround time. You're busy, you know, but somebody could come in and ask you for something, and it doesn't take very long. In fact, I am one of those people who came in. I was like, hey, can you do me up a front license plate? She said, sure. Can you give me a couple days? I was like, a couple of days? I thought you were going to take a month or something. She's like, no, a couple of days is all I need. 3 days later, she said, come get it.
Yeah. It was ready.
And it is very, very beautiful. On top of that, you are all over the back of my truck now.
Yeah.
As your graphic design, and I get a ton of comments about that. People love that back glass sticker. That's just a couple of things that you can do. Couple.
That's a couple. That's just a couple. We make all kinds of things. We completely customize just for the person, whatever they want. So there's a lot to it. There's a lot that goes into it. There's a lot of sleepless nights, like I said the last time when I was on a year ago. But it's totally worth it, and I wouldn't trade it for anything.
And what I've seen over the last year, correct me if I'm wrong, is the buzz that's been around you and around your shop and around what you're capable of doing. I see a lot of people commenting on your products. It's again, it's high quality stuff that you're using and that
Yeah.
you're doing, and the list is limitless almost. That you
It
can
pretty
put
much
decals
is.
on
Yeah.
anything.
Pretty much, yeah. There's a lot of people that are like, well, what all do you do? And it's really hard to sum it all up. So we and a lot of people just thought that we was just doing decals, but there's so much more that we have in stores. So we kind of rebranded it and renamed it to Crazy Little Mamas. I'm switching out my decals and my signs and stuff
Yeah.
the last week, getting ready for Black Walnut Festival. So there's we sell wax tart melts, the Swan Creeks. I don't know if a bunch of you people, you should know what those are. Those are totally the top dogs right there whenever you're trying to smell your house up real nice.
Mm-hmm.
Montana West concealed carry purses, boutique clothing that I'm actually branding and putting my logos on and everything. So that's been introduced this year as well.
Did you say a conceal and carry purse?
Absolutely.
Does that mean what I think it means?
Absolutely.
And I tell you what, in this day and age and in this county, that is a perfect thing to have.
Yes, it is.
And a perfect thing to sell.
Mhm.
You can conceal and carry,
Yes.
if you know what I mean.
Yes.
Some protection, some personal protection there.
Absolutely.
So that's really cool to have. Something that I've noticed when I've been in there a few times, of course, you can do just about any type of tumbler.
Oh,
Any
yeah.
type of, and what we mean by tumblers is coffee mugs is what I usually call
Yes.
them. But those different types of tumblers, and you can. It seems. Are you wrapping those things, or
We sublimate on them. The ink infuses right down into the tumbler. So a lot of people say not to put them in your dishwasher, but I do just so I can test out my products, and see how well they really are,
Yeah.
But I've never had any issue yet of anything fading or losing color, pigment, or anything like that. So
Yeah.
but we'd make like license plates. There's I do accent pillows. I do throws. Right now I've got some in stock that are blank. You can bring in 20 pictures and put 20 pictures on the blanket, and they're like $65. So
Those things make an incredible
yeah,
gift.
Christmas
In fact,
is coming up and
yes.
everything. Yes,
Yeah,
most
so
definitely.
I should say you're going to be even more busy than you are right now when that comes to it. But we're very happy that you do provide that service. Saw
Yeah.
that. I was down at a wedding last week, and someone got something like that for a wedding present.
Mhm.
Those things are very personal to people,
They
and I really
are.
like that you can do all that
Mhm.
stuff.
Mother's Day gifts too. I mean, they really bring out this and make the person feel all warm and cozy, I guess.
Warm and cozy. That's the way George feels most of the time.
Yeah.
Warm and cozy.
Warm and cozy.
I don't blame
I've got the meat sweat.
That's right. He's got the meat sweats going on. Folks out there at Facebook and YouTube, we're going to go live on the radio now. Let me get a hold of Miss Lauren, if she's out there, Miss Lauren, and we're going to continue talking with our half-hour sponsor this half hour, and that is, I'm just going to start saying Crazy Little Mamas, because Brandy Stump has now gotten so far beyond just decals
Absolutely.
that she's got to just rebrand it.
Yes.
Miss Lauren, are you there? Or should I just call her again?
Probably.
Oh, no, wait, what? She's here? Oh, you didn't want me to sing anymore. I'm disappointed. They said I could sing if I want. We're ready to go when you are. 1 minute. All right, 1 minute on the radio side. So those of you out on Facebook and YouTube, hang tight with us. And we're going to go live on our radio side of things, talking with Brandy Stump. Again, folks, don't forget, we're going to do a giveaway at 3 o'clock for 3 wristband tickets. And you can redeem those for any day at the carnival. And we're going to do a bit of a YouTube and Facebook trivia question. Boy, somebody got the first one fast.
Yeah, it was like
That was crazy.
30 seconds.
Somebody was watching and listening from the side. It was actually Carity Sampson. Used to teach school with her. That did not mean anything about it. I didn't. She just came first.
That's
I'm
right.
just saying.
She had the app up.
She had the app up listening to us. Well, thank you much, Miss Lauren, and I am slightly disappointed because a couple of minutes ago when she brought me on, she said the one and the only Mr. Drew
Yeah.
Miller and now she just said, take it away, Drew. And she wouldn't let me sing to her.
Yeah, I know.
I'm a little disappointed about that. No, I'm not. I'm okay with it. I'm having fun here, and we're all having fun on this glorious day in Spencer, West Virginia, down at the 69th Annual West Virginia Black Walnut Festival. This is day 3. It has gone off swimmingly, if that's a word, and we've had a great time here. We just covered the Kids Day Parade. That was a hugely followed event on our Facebook and YouTube, and it was well attended. Both sides of the street were covered with people there watching the Kids Day Parade. It's been a great afternoon. It's continuing into the evening time. We want to thank our sponsor for this half hour of content, both on our radio side of things and on YouTube and Facebook. We're here with the crazy little mama herself of Crazy Little Mamas, and that's Brandy Stump. And Brandy, we want to thank you, number one, for sponsoring this half hour, but we want to give you a chance to talk about your business. We talked to you last year. You had been doing this for a while out of your house.
Yeah,
and
I
then
started out of my 2-bedroom apartment at Imperial Gardens when I lived there, yes.
And then you opened a store.
Yes.
And then that time, we talked to you last year, and you were just finished remodeling the store and
Yes.
working on it. And now you tell us you've overhauled it again.
Absolutely.
And so let's talk about that.
It-
What have you done to the inside of your storefront?
We have added more clothing space. We have added a t-shirt wall where you can come in and pick out your design that we have displayed, and then you pick out whatever color t-shirt that you want to put it on, and we will press it for you. If we don't have your design in stock or we don't have your t-shirt size in stock, we will be more than happy to order it. We completely customize just for you, whatever you want.
And you customize anything. It's crazy what you can put things on.
Absolutely.
We were talking about the tumblers that are very popular. You sublimate those things, and
Yes.
that's where, as you said, it gets down into the actual.
The ink goes right and fuses right into the tumbler. Yes.
And she said she tested her own product and said, hey, it doesn't say that you should put them in the washer or the dishwasher, but you've done it.
Yes, I have multiple times just to see how well it holds up. So so far so good.
So one of the things that I really like that you do is you utilize social media. You
Mhm.
are very strong presence on Facebook.
Absolutely.
You not only show your stuff daily, but you also do some lives in the
Yes.
evenings. And what are those all about?
I just walk around the store and I sell the product. I show the product. I try it on if need be. We have fun. When it starts getting toward the later part of the evening, I start getting sleepy, so I start getting silly. We have a lot of fun on there. We really do.
And sometimes that's the most enjoyment people get out of it. They're
Absolutely,
just
they
tuning in
do.
to see when you get really tired.
Yes, some people don't come on until then. They wait.
Well, so if anybody wants to get to you, and obviously I know a lot of people do, you have so many repeat customers, and you are busy all the time.
Very much.
But people are going to continue to want to get what you have. How do they get to you? How can they follow you? Just give us all of your information.
They can find us on Facebook, of course. They can stop right in the store. If you need to place an order or something, you can either call the shop at 304-927-1282, or you can direct message us on Facebook, or you can email us crazylilmamaDecals20@gmail.com. So there's just a multitude of ways to make sure you can get a hold of us.
Or you're going to walk into the store. It's
Absolutely.
right in the middle of Spencer.
I would love for you just to come right in the shop.
Yeah, I tell you, what you could do is you can go into that shop and you can go in for a purpose, and you can start walking around and you can forget why you originally came in there. I remember the last time I was in there, I was getting ready to ask you about a big sign I'm asking you to make for me at
Yes.
some point. And before I even got to you, I got to looking at the quilt stuff, the sheets and things that you have on the side.
Yes.
And I started thinking, I got to get some new sheets, man. And then I got to thinking about the tumblers when I went over to the tumbler side. I
Yes.
thought, I wonder if she can make me a tumbler specifically to what I, and of course she can.
Yes.
But I want to do the one thing first. I want to
Right.
make sure I get that done.
Absolutely. You
Before I
got to
can-
start with number one,
Yeah.
right?
But again, you can get lost in that store just looking at different items that you have and then getting ideas. I love that shirt wall idea that you can bring things in. You were also telling us about the throw blankets that you can do as well in
Yes.
multiple things.
Custom throw blankets for for Christmas or Mother's Day or whatever. They're 20 panel. You can put 20 different pictures on it. We can put 10 pictures with 10 quotes. Something sentimental. We do. We put pictures on slates. Also, we do accent pillows. There's the possibilities are kind of really endless on what we customize and can do for everybody. It's just on what the idea is brought to us. That's where I kind of leave it, is for up to them.
Well, she didn't leave that up to me. When it came to my back glass sticker, I said, help me. She said,
Yeah.
well, I could do this and I could do this, or I could do this. This is not going to look very good, but this is.
It does look good.
I always
too.
give my input. Yes, absolutely.
And I'm telling you what, not only did she make the decal sticker for me, I made her get up into the bed of the truck and put it on for me because I don't trust myself. I'm a bit of a shaker, Brandy. I don't do well with angling things right.
I will gladly put it on. I will gladly.
Oh, you did a great job with that. We're talking with Brandy Stump of Crazy Little Mamas. No more of the decals. It's everything. They do decals. Let me tell you that.
Absolutely.
But Brandy has been really, I tell you what, if there's someone that I can look to who has just grinded it out to build a business out of nothing, out of a two-bedroom apartment, it's you. I look to you and I see the way that you have just continued to work your business, continue to change, adapt, build, do those things. It's amazing to see your work ethic, and you have an idea,
and I brought it to light. Yes, all my life, when computers first came out, I was always on the paint program that was on, Windows 98, and I'm on there designing and drawing, and then I would look up quotes. And so it's already been in my nature my whole, existence, I guess. So it just kind of came to me, and I got the opportunity to take hold of it. And my husband, I can't thank him enough because he has totally been right there by me and helped guide me in so much of learning how to run a business, because that is really hard. Not that he's ever ran one before, because he didn't either. He has questions himself, but he definitely keeps me on a straight path for it.
He's definitely a good support system.
For
to have.
sure.
Absolutely. Well, Brandy, we're going to keep you on here on YouTube and Facebook. We wanted to give you some airtime on the radio, too. If you guys haven't been down to Crazy Little Mamas, it's very easy to find right down on Main Street in Spencer, West Virginia. Do you have the actual physical address for people who like to Google?
327 Main Street.
People like to Google things a lot. 327 Main Street in Spencer. It's a well-done front-facing building. You're going to love what you see when you go in there. You may not know what you want until you get in there, honestly.
That's right.
That's you go find it out and talk to Brandy, and she'll help you out with that. Going to send it back up to the studio. We're going to stay live on Facebook and YouTube. Keep with us, folks. We got more giveaways. Back to you, Miss Lauren. Okay, now that we're back on YouTube and Facebook, now we transition into the Walnut Festival point of this, the portion. Okay. So we've asked everybody who's been on with us, number one, what is, if you have one, your favorite Walnut Festival memory growing up?
Grandpa Cratchit.
I had completely forgotten about Grandpa Cratchit.
He was my absolute favorite, and I still miss him to this day.
I forgot.
You would see me up there with the kids at the front row watching Grandpa Cratchit. And
that
I think
was so good, too.
I think it's because my grandpa, he's always and will be forever sentimental to me. He was like a dad to me growing up and stuff. So I think that I related to Grandpa Cratchit to my grandpa, so that's why I probably took to it so well.
Anytime Grandpa Cratchit was here, hilarity ensued.
Oh,
I absolutely loved that show too, and I forgot about that. I can't believe.
I would love to see Grandpa Cratchit come back.
I wonder if they're still around.
How
long has that been? That's been some time.
That's been some time. The last time I think he was here, my son was 2. Braden was 2 and he's 6, so about 4 years ago. Before
I was
COVID.
say it was about 4 or 5.
Yeah, it was before COVID. Yeah.
Well, I hope Grandpa Cratchit's still around, and if he is, I hope he comes back.
I hope so too.
If he's no longer
Let's
around,
spread the word, guys. Let's get Grandpa Cratchit back.
And if we can't get Grandpa Cratchit, is there another Grandpa we can get here to town?
Yeah.
Similar stuff. Okay, so Grandpa Cratchit, that is a great memory. That's the first time anyone has mentioned that in the 3 days so far here. Yeah. That's a good one that I had completely forgotten. The Clydesdales, I found out, were not here for the Walnut Festival in 90s. They were here for something else in the 90s that I saw. They were here for the festival last in 1977.
Wow.
I was -2 that year.
-2.
I wasn't even a glint in Dad's eye at that point, but I do know that they were here sometime in the 90s because I saw those big things and couldn't believe it. I was like, that's a 10-foot tall horse. I didn't know
yeah.
they made them that big.
Yeah.
I'm not a horse guy, Brandy. I don't know. Okay, so that's your
Favorite
favorite
food?
memory. Now we got to know
Favorite
the favorite food.
food
Is there a favorite
is
food that you look
those-
for every year?
Those bloomin' taters with cheese and chives and bacon bits all over them babies.
That's
oh yeah,
the second
I haven't.
person that
I
said that.
still haven't yet got to them yet, but
Well,
I
you-
will today. I would say.
That's
So
the only tough thing about being a business owner during the festival is it's hard to get away
it
from
is
your
very
business.
hard to get away from there, and you don't want to. You want to just be there to help everybody.
Yeah, that's your business.
Uh-huh.
And there's foot traffic all day Thursday, all day Friday,
Yes.
all day Saturday.
Yes.
Are you going to open Saturday? Are you-
Yes, I will
Oh,
be
wow.
open Saturday, and pending on how busy and stuff it is, we'll be up to 6, 7 o'clock is what I'm hoping. Usually I'm open till 5. I mean 2 on Saturdays, but for Black Walnut Festival, it's going to be 6, 7 o'clock before we close it down.
Yeah, and you think about that tomorrow when people are setting up for the,
Oh yeah.
the grand parade. They're going to be right in front of your store.
Yeah.
And people are going to be walking back and forth. And foot traffic is such a great time for the festival to get these businesses in town.
It is.
And I hope that you guys
It's
have.
our busiest time of the year.
Yes, that's what I'm hoping for you all.
Yeah.
Because if it's going to be an inconvenience and everybody's going to be packed in here, might as well make some money while you're
That's
at it.
right. Absolutely. You invest a bunch right into it before it happens.
Yeah.
And then it all comes back triple.
That's
you
it.
know, that's what you're hoping for anyway. So
We're talking with Brandy Stump of Crazy Little Mamas. We talked to her last year. She's a year older, a year wiser, and she doesn't look nearly as exhausted today. As
no,
she did
I've been able to get some rest.
every year you get better and better at understanding how
Yeah,
to do
absolutely. When you need to take your breaks.
it. Yes, I have learned that well. Actually, I learned it the hard way.
Me
But I
too.
did learn it. I did learn
Me
that we
too.
got to take a little bit of a breather once in
We
a while.
do.
So when's your next live? When's the next live?
it'll
Or do
be-
you do those consistently?
Every week, Wednesdays and Friday nights at 6. Now, Black Walnut Festival week, I never do them just because I focus on being open and taking care of customers and stuff that are coming into the business. But every Wednesday and Friday nights at 6 o'clock, faithfully, unless there's an emergency.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, Brandy, we appreciate you joining us. Thank you, obviously, for your time. I know your time
problem.
is precious to you. You've got a lot on the
It
plate.
is. But
And
this
thank
is
you.
this is pushing me out there too. So you guys come see me.
Absolutely, yeah. Brandy Stump with Crazy Little Mamas. And Brandy, we hope that we're here next year with you again. We hope that you have continued to grow. The way that you work your business, I think there is no doubt that you will continue to grow and be successful.
Absolutely.
She is a hard-working mama.
Yep.
That's right.
I know every time I go by, either going to work or coming out of the work, there's always somebody coming
There's
out of
always
the door.
someone.
There's
yeah.
either someone walking in or
Yeah,
somebody coming out
exactly.
the door.
Yeah.
There's-
Exactly.
I take very good care of my customers because I would not be there without them.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to be over there again. There's the thing I want her to do for me is I'm going to do some signage because I'm going to do a little advertising for my station. And I just asked her, I said, well, the first thing I asked her for was the back glass sticker. I knew that was easy. And then I said, do you make custom license plates? She said, absolutely. And then I came in and I said, hey, if I brought you a 2x4 square piece of metal, could you put something on that for an advertiser? She said, yeah, I can do that too. So I just got to find the metal now.
Right.
Jamie was going to give me a piece, and then that's gone, so I don't know. I got to find.
We'll work
Jim-
out something.
I
We'll
gotta find
figure out
Jimmy Justice
something.
again. Yeah.
I know where we can get it.
Oh, George knows somebody.
I know somebody that knows somebody.
Is this going to be another George thing?
No. We got to make a call to Work County.
Okay, I can do that. We can
There
do
you
that.
go.
All right, Work County. We know some.
Exactly.
You know some humans in Work
Exactly.
County. So soon enough, Brandy, I'm going to bring you a big piece of metal.
Okay,
And
that
I'm gonna
sounds
have you.
good.
I'm gonna have you customize it for me. Thank you for joining us, Brandy.
You're
We'll let you
welcome.
get back to work. Obviously,
All
we
right.
hope it's a great festival for you.
I
Obviously,
hope so too.
That's Brandy Stump.
Thanks, guys.
Yes, absolutely. Brandy Stump with Crazy Little Mama. And I tell you what, it is so much fun to talk to her. If you have never seen a person grind, you got to go talk to her. That woman knows how to work a business, and she has done it very, very well, George. And that's why she's so successful in a small town doing what
Yeah.
she does.
Like I said, every time I go by there, there's somebody either coming in or going out.
Yeah, it
One
is-
or the other.
It's just incredible. It's a hard business to run, and she does it better than most people that I know because she cares so much about her customers. And I would send people to her all day, every day for anything that they
Yep.
need. Well, we're just about to the 2:30 hour, and I tell you what, folks, we got another sponsor coming up here in the next half hour. I'm going to send it away so we can get ourselves prepared for the next sponsor. And just hang with us, folks. Again, if you have any questions, comments, anything you need to know, please feel free to comment in the comment section on any of these videos. Share them, please. The more eyes, the more we get people out there to understand what we're doing here at the 69th Annual West Virginia Black Walnut Festival. We'll be back here in just a couple of minutes on our YouTube and Facebook pages. Well, we welcome you back, everybody, on our Facebook Live and our YouTube Live feeds of the 69th Annual West Virginia Black Walnut Festival. My name is Andrew Miller. We appreciate everyone who has joined us over the last few days. We'll continue this throughout today into the 4 o'clock hour. At 4 o'clock, we will be shutting down and we'll be picking up and heading out. We'll be heading out to Flatwoods for the Roane County, Braxton County game tonight at 7 o'clock on our station. We'll be on the air with pregame coverage at 6:30 p.m. We want to thank our sponsor for this half hour of content, and that is Jack Garrett Ford. And we weren't sure if Quentin was going to be available here today. He said if he couldn't make it, he was going to try to send one of his sales people over here. We're not sure if he's going to be able to get them over here, and that's a good thing. That means that Jack Garrett Ford is rocking and rolling as they have for the past 60-some years, the oldest running Ford dealership in the state of West Virginia, and that does not come without a lot of accolades and pressures and very exciting times for Quentin and his staff over there. So we do want to thank them. We were able to get him over here yesterday to talk about all the changes that he has seen in the car business, how he keeps his inventory moving, rolling, and how he keeps the cars and the trucks that everybody seems to want around here. They move products so well. They do dealership swaps. They do all that stuff, and they do great work there. They do have, of course, a couple of side businesses while they're there. They've got the Firestone Tire Shop and Spencer Tire and Mounting over there. They do have East Coast Truck Bodies, and that is a subsidiary of their own Jack Garrett Ford. That is out on Arnoldsburg Road at the old Starcher Motors building, and that's where East Coast Truck Bodies are. They have a lot of trailers and a lot of metal trailers for that. They do a great job over there as well, and we want to thank those guys, of course. They are always down to sponsor a lot of stuff. They are one of the sponsors here of the Black Walnut Festival. They continually help us with Raider Sports and with regular advertising on our station, and they are, again, a sponsor here today for our live broadcast. I tell you what, George, we're having a good time here, and sometimes, buddy, it is really nice to be king. And what I mean by that is you were talking with Jason Miles Bennett of 304 Getting Piggy with It, right?
Yeah.
I talked with him this morning. He brought me a piece of brisket.
Oh.
You went over there and you said, I want brisket today. And today was the first day for brisket. And I told people this morning, if you know, I told them to hurry up and get there because it's going to roll out of here.
You made me hungry when you started talking about it.
Half the reason that he's going to run out of brisket is because of the sandwich he made you.
Yeah, right?
I think he doubled or tripled up on the content of the meat in that.
It was about 4 inches thick without the lid.
Okay? Without the brioche bun that he put it on.
Exactly.
Well, that's just the beginning. As you can kind of hear, George and I, we've got a little bit of ice cream going on here.
Mm-hmm.
And so we are set up centrally located.
You scream, we all scream for ice cream.
We are centrally located right beside the information booth.
Mm-hmm.
That is the official Black Walnut Festival information booth. On top of that, that is the official merchandise tent for all Black Walnut Festival gear, including the glass-blowing wine glasses. They've got all the T-shirts, all of the merchandise there. They've got all of the flags and the streamers that they are selling. They've got the collectible mugs. They only have, by the way, 1.5 boxes left. That's all they have left, and one box only holds about 12, by the way.
Right.
So there are not many of the Peony Walnut Festival collectible coffee mugs left.
You mean pink?
That's what I called it. I just said pink. I guess I'm a savage in that realm. I'm an uncultured.
Hey, we're guys.
Yeah, I'm an uncultured swine. There's pink. I guess you could say there's floral pink and hot pink is the only thing I know.
Yeah.
And this one is more like a floral pink. Let's just say that. It's peony is the actual color. Those are collectible every year. People want the different ones. You were having a conversation. You said there's a group of ladies who buy one every year.
No, it was a guy and his wife.
Okay, a guy and his wife, yeah.
Yeah, last year I was sitting over here under the tent eating dinner after a long, hard day.
Of eating.
Exactly. But no, we were sitting there eating, and I said, boy, those are nice. She said, you ought to see all of them we got at the house. I said, really? She said, yes. She said, we've been doing this for years. She said, actually, since they started bringing those out. She said, we buy 2 a year. We drink from them daily until the next festival, and we get 2 new ones, and we put these away.
So they actually grab a couple of coffees or a couple of coffee mugs. They use them for coffee mugs all year.
Yes.
And then they retire them and bring in the new season.
Exactly.
That's a really cool thing. Some people do that. Some people use them all the time. Some people just buy them and keep them as collectibles. They do have about another box and a half of those. They do have a couple set out as display that they will sell if they have those, and those are the only ones left. We're just having a great time. I'm looking up at the main stage, George, and guess who I see up there?
Who is up there?
Mr. Brent Wilson.
Uh-oh.
And he is starting to move and shake. What that means is we're going to be very close here to hearing a sound check pretty soon. That's got to be the case. Our first musical act is coming up at 4:30 p.m., and that is on the main stage, Parachute Brigade. They will take the stage officially from 4:30 to 6:30, we imagine here, maybe in about an hour, maybe a little less, maybe a little more. We're going to see some sound check stuff going on. That kind of gets you in the mood for the evening time here around the courthouse square where most of the things happen, the food court, the carnivals across the way, all the places here that people are hanging out. And then at 7 o'clock, Dangerfield is taking the stage. They will play from 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock here. All of that going on right centrally located here in the downtown square district. There are a lot of things, again, going on still over at the Armory. You're talking about the craft show. You're talking about the chainsaw Mason-Dixon artist down behind us at Heritage Park, the quilt show. They've got the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. That is open until 6 tonight. We really encourage people to go take a look at that. It's a very important thing to have here at this affair. Over at Spencer Middle School, George, things going on all day over there. They've got exhibits. They've got arts and crafts in there. They've got all these things going on. They did the showmanship competition today out at the barn. That all will lead to tomorrow night where we're going to be, and that is going to be for the livestock sale, the first ever chance for us to live stream the 4-H FFA livestock sale.
When I was coming in, they had the oil derrick running.
They did.
Well. Yes.
Thank goodness.
Yes.
We weren't sure.
Yeah,
there
it
was a
was running.
question as to whether they were going to be able to get that done. Love whoever the volunteers were who got on that and made that thing work. That is an old piece of equipment, by the way.
Yeah, buddy. But
So, what I meant to say, though, George, about 20 seconds ago or minutes, we're eating ice cream. So the information booth is being housed by Missy Atkinson, one of the great volunteers. She's there every year, by the way.
right.
And also Chad and Krista Kuhn. Now, we talked with Krista yesterday morning. She was here with regards to Steel Hollow Estates
Right.
and all the things they're doing at that wonderful venue
Man,
on Steel
how-
Hollow. Yes, it's unbelievable.
Unbelievable how much they've done.
Now, they are already doing events. They are already taking that. They're taking people. They're taking requests for whether it be a birthday, a wedding, a reunion. They're doing their own type of shows. Of course, they've had comedy nights a couple of times. They've had dueling pianos a couple of times. They're doing the big Halloween bash there on the 28th of this month. But they're also opening their restaurant eventually. They're working really hard. She said that she's hoping for a December start to that. On top of that, they're doing ice cream right now.
Yeah.
Down at Steel Hollow Estates.
This
and
is
so
banging, too.
Chad and Krista rolled their entire organizational structure there that puts all that ice cream in, and they're serving it right now. They're giving you free samples of their ice cream, and I got the pumpkin. I don't know what you got. What'd you get, George?
Chocolate.
He's an old-fashioned guy. I like
Yeah.
the pumpkin pie. And if you have not tried the ice cream, they're doing samples at the merchandise tent and
I
the
started to
information
get that
booth.
strawberry.
It looked good.
It did
It
look
did.
good. But, I mean, it had real strawberries in it, too.
Oh, the stuff that they are making there, so unbelievably good. We're so thankful that we are so close to them and that they are willing to help us out with free items. I love it. Absolutely. We're very thankful, folks, that we're here for this half hour, sponsored by Jack Garrett Ford, obviously. Let's take a real quick gander at the radio station because I do want to run through our schedule of events through tonight and into the morning time tomorrow. So let me try to get back a hold of Miss Lauren here, and then we'll go live on the radio for just a few minutes. And again, folks, at 3 p.m. on the dot, I am going to do another trivia question, and we are going to give away 3, count them 3, armband ticket, and you can take those and you can take them to the ticket booth over at the carnival, and you can cash those in for 3 free armbands for the carnival. Miss Lauren, are you there? Awesome. We're ready to go live. 2 minutes, perfect. That gives me time to hammer some more of this ice cream here.
You know, I got another idea too.
What is that?
For a Raider card, the first person to walk up to the table and show me a 1996 quarter
1996 quarter.
will give you a Raiders card.
Let's see if anybody's got one. 1996. We're still waiting to give away a Raider discount card just for coming over and saying you heard us.
That's it. But that's another one. See, if you've got the quarter and you say that you heard us, you'll get two
You
of them.
get 2 of them.
That's it. One for you, one for your sweetie.
Or one for me and another one for me.
Well, yeah.
Which I guess I could only use one at a time anyway, so.
I don't know. You're kind of two-fisted, you know.
You never know. I've got skills.
Yeah.
1 minute. All right, beautiful. I don't think I have enough time, George, to slam all this ice cream.
I don't believe you will.
That's all right. I'm going to talk about it while we do.
Boy, is that good.
Mm.
Some kind of good.
Again, folks, at 3 o'clock, we're going to be giving away 3 more armband tickets that you can cash in for any session of the carnival. That is a big discount, though.
She had me yesterday at the word pizza.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
They did have, over at Steel Hall Estates, a wood-fired oven that they bought from Italy itself, and that thing had to be shipped over, put together, and taken on a rollback back here to Spencer and put in with, speaking of Quentin Keaton,
Yeah.
they had to bring a forklift over and put it into place.
Yep.
Well, Miss Lauren, there's a lot going on, and I kind of feel bad because George and I are sitting down here enjoying this beautiful day. We're eating ice cream. We're bragging about eating ice cream. We're bragging about getting food from 304. We're bragging about all this stuff, and I feel bad because Lauren's up there at the station.
Yeah.
I think somebody should give her somebody deliver her something. I don't know, whether it be
Exactly.
food or something. Maybe I'll ask her later if she wants me to bring her something to eat, because she's going to be there for a little bit. But anyways, Thank you very much, Miss Lauren, for running the station up there while we're down here eating free ice cream. That feels pretty good to be.
Free ice
I
cream.
feel kind of like king right now.
Yeah.
We do want to thank our sponsor for this half hour of content, both on the radio and on our Facebook and YouTube live channels. That is Jack Garrett Ford. We were able to talk yesterday, George. You spoke with Quentin a good bit, Quentin Keaton, who is
Right.
the owner and the GM there, about all the stuff that they've got going on there, the changing of the times with Ford dealerships, with the car dealership, the car industry anyway, the way he's able to utilize and shuffle his inventory to keep it fresh,
Right.
to keep what people want. He's staying ahead of the times, I think.
Well, you know, you travel throughout football season and go through different towns. I know that you've had to notice when you go by a car lot, their inventory is kind of low.
yes.
Quentin has not had that problem. The man is right on top of his business. He knows what he's doing. He's keeping a good flow coming in. How he's doing it, I don't know,
Don't need to know.
but good on him.
Yes, good on him for that. I tell you what, he has a professional staff with him. I tell you what, anytime you go in there, you're going to be greeted by one of those great people, whether it be Nathan Kendall, whether it be Ben Deeroff, whether it be the new guy, Sheldon Starcher. I tell you what, they're a great group of guys there. They have a lot of fun with each other. The front office people, they're always a lot of fun. If you go over there and see Priscilla and the rest of the crew there,
Right.
it's a lot of fun. They also, of course, they have their service department that is staffed with very, very qualified technicians who will work on your vehicle as well. They've got, of course, on top of that, the Spencer Tire and Mounting.
Exactly.
And they can get you tires. They can do all that stuff there. And it's a really cool thing that they are the oldest operating Ford dealership in West Virginia.
You need a new work bed for your truck?
They got the
East
help.
Coast Truck Bodies.
East Coast Truck Bodies. They do that. They also do those the car haulers, the aluminum
Yeah.
car haulers, and they've got anything that
I
you
mean-
might want. It's a really great thing here in town.
Yep. You know, Jack Garrett Ford has expanded so much in the past couple years. It's fun to watch that business just grow and grow and grow.
And the thing I loved most about talking with Quentin yesterday was the fact that he said, I wanted to keep the style the same as what Jack had done for
Yeah.
many, many years. He wanted to be very heavily involved in the community. He is an incredible sponsor of so many civic organizations. Anytime sporting events, anytime kids in different places ask for help, anytime the Black Walnut Festival needs
Yeah.
help, he is there with Jack Garrett Ford. That logo will continue to reign in this community because
Exactly.
they want to make sure they keep true to what they wanted to do. And that's so neat that he does that. And so obviously we're very thankful to be partnered up with Jack Garrett Ford. There's so much going on here today, folks. Again, we mentioned Brent Wilson is now on the stage, which means he is getting things ready to go for the musical acts this evening. Obviously, if you showed up yesterday evening, you did the coronation, and then you saw the boys in the band, the Alabama Tribute Band. I had to leave, so I could not watch it.
I heard him going out of town.
So many people say it was unbelievable. We're 3 for 3 now, George,
Yeah.
on tribute bands.
Like I said, when I was going out of town, I had to stop at Walmart and went to Walmart. And then I said, oh, shoot, I needed to get gas. So I come back over here to Little General and got gas and started back out of town. And I had had to stop there for the light. And I was stopped right beside the stage.
Oh, wow.
So I cranked the window down. And not only does that young man look like Randy, he sounds like
I was going to say, sounds a bit like him as well.
Exactly.
Well, all I heard was great things about that last night. And again, all I've heard so far, we need to find Kate Gaynor again and say the only thing we've heard so far is positive comments about this Walnut Festival in every aspect, no matter what people came here to do today or yesterday or the day before or what they're coming to do tomorrow or Sunday. They are having a blast here.
Yeah.
It is successful, and they should be very thankful for all the volunteers and the organizations that have helped put this on. What's happening this evening? Of course, live music on the main stage, 4:30 to 6:30. It's the Parachute Brigade. And then from 7 until 9 p.m., it's Dangerfield. Excuse me, that's on the main stage. All the stuff still going on throughout the day will last until 6, 7, 8 p.m., no matter what you're looking for. Obviously, the chainsaw artists are going strong over at the Armory, the Mason-Dixon boys. The glass blower here in town. The information booth and merchandise tent is open. And again, Steel Hollow Estates is serving some free ice cream samples of what they have over at their place on Steel Hollow. The food court will be
kind of good.
The food court's going to be open until 8 p.m. tonight. Obviously, the carnival is open right now. It'll be open until 5. It'll close from 5 to 6, be open again from 6 until close. On top of that, as George said, the Oral Derrick is running, and so you can go down there and take a look at that as well. There's one more Dino Roar show coming up after this one that's getting ready to start at 3. They'll do the one here at 3, and then at 5 p.m., they'll do the last one for the day. Again, the live music going on today. That's going to lead us in tomorrow morning. Now, tomorrow morning, we're going to be here bright and early again in the morning. The Grand Parade lineup is going to begin.
I get to sleep in until 6 tomorrow.
You do. You're going to be good to go.
Yeah.
The Grand Parade lineup begins right off the bat in the morning. That's down by Handy Mart and wrapped around the COA building and, of course, by Washington Park. They'll line up at 9 a.m. for the noon start. That's how early you got to be there, and that's going to be a chaos situation over there, so you're going to want to try to avoid that area if you can. If you live over there, you've already known what's going on every year for the festival at that time. So
Yeah.
people who live over in that area, They are already understanding of what's happening. 9 a.m. tomorrow, the craft show opens up. The one-room school pictures, both at the Armory. The Quilt and Flower Show at Heritage Park. The flea market over on Front Street is going to be opened up. The art and photography show and the Ag 4-H and FFA exhibits at Spencer Middle tomorrow morning at 9. At 10, we're going to have live music on the stage with Smith and Wilson, and that will go leading us all the way up until the noon hour when the grand parade will take center stage for
I
sure.
thought it was Smith and Wesson.
Smith and Wesson would be nice.
Oh,
that would be great. Then maybe they'll change their. Maybe the Wilson will change his last name to Wilson.
yeah, I'm just joking.
So
I'm punch drunk at this point. So.
George has been at it way too long at this point this week. So Smith and Wilson will take stage at 10 a.m. They'll get us all the way up until the noon time. And then, of course, you've got the big parade coming. And then after that, it's just wild and free all day and all evening on Saturday, and it'll continue into Sunday. Such a great, great time, and the weather right now is holding up. George, you were at the station before you came down here. You've been constantly looking at the weather situation, but I know people have had questions about number one Saturday and again on Sunday. What's the last that you saw?
I was looking at they were saying that we possibly could get some rain tomorrow morning. Okay. And the last time that I pulled up the radar and stuff, it was showing probably about 9:30, 10 o'clock, we might get a shower. Then it's supposed to basically pull out. However, there is a 50% chance. But from the way the radar looked, it was just really going to be cloudy over top of us. So,
well, we hope that it stays away.
Exactly. But, it's West Virginia weather. It's fall. So that can change in 5 minutes.
It could very quickly. Well, folks, we're going to send it back up to the studio to Miss Lauren. I know we went over our time, Lauren. We do apologize, but George and I are down here. We're having a blast, buddy, and we hope that you guys are as well. We've got another sponsor coming up. And remember, as soon as we go off the radio right now, I'm going to ask the trivia question, and that is going to be for a giveaway of 3 armband tickets that you can cash in at the carnival for 3 free sessions. So, Lauren, thank you very much. We're going to send it back up to you. We'll check in a couple more times at the 3 o'clock hour. All right, George, here we go. Now, I have not been looking outside, so there may be people creeping around our tent here waiting to hear the trivia question and waiting to win these free armbands. If they're not, boy, are they missing out. And this is going to be one of the easiest questions you could possibly get for this festival this year. I just went through the lineup of the musical acts.
Yes.
I just did that, right?
Right.
All we need to know from the first person to make it here is the first band that is getting ready to take the stage at 4:30 today. What is the name of the band that is getting ready to take You don't count. You don't get a wristband. The band that is getting ready to take the stage at 4:30 p.m., the first person to come here to our booth and correctly identify the name of the band that is coming here at 4:30 will win 3 free armband tickets.
3?
3 of them.
Wow.
Yeah, and that is a value of about $20 or $25 a piece, and that will get you into any session you want at the carnival. You don't have to use it this evening if you don't want to.
No,
you can hold on to it tomorrow.
Yeah.
You can use it tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah.
It does not matter to us. That is the trivia question for the armbands.
And we want to thank Will's once again for
Will's Towing and Recovery. They gave us the shirts. Those are all gone now.
Yeah.
And we've got a few more of these wristband armband tickets to give away, and I'm holding 3 in my hand right now for the first person who can correctly tell us who is getting ready to take the stage. And it's the first one, and if you don't know it, folks, you can go onto the Black Walnut Festival website, or you can go onto our Facebook page, or you can go to the City of Spencer's Facebook page, and you can find the list of musical acts and look for the one that's coming up on stage at 4:30 today.
Yeah.
And that will tell you who is happening. And I've got them right here, so the first person to correctly identify that will get the 3 free wristbands. We're just going to wait and see. Hope somebody gets it, or George, I may have to give it to you.
Exactly. But I know what tomorrow is. Tomorrow I'm going up to, I didn't make it up there last year, going up to the Armory and go through there.
Yes.
Uh, they usually have some nice vendors in there, some really good craftsmen that come to the Black Walnut Festival.
They
They've
absolutely
got
do.
some nice stuff. There's a guy that usually comes. I haven't been up there for the past couple years because we've, quite frankly, been pretty busy.
A little bit. Yes.
Yeah, and he is a leathersmith, and he does belts and all kinds of stuff. But he does it right there in front of you,
Yes.
and he is very good. I've had a couple of his belts over the years, and they hold up real well.
Just trying to remind one of my.
No pun intended.
Yeah, they hold up real well. Well played. I was trying to make sure I got with our sponsor coming up at 3:30, and that will be our final sponsor of the day today. But we are sponsored in this half hour once again by Best Title. We were able to talk with Best Title Representative Kristen Penna this morning about what Best Title is, who they are, because it is a newer business in downtown Spencer. They're located in the former building that housed Drew Patton's law office right on Court Street behind us, and it's right in between the new magistrate office and TJ's Swap Shop.
She did a wonderful job.
Oh, and she was nervous. Can you believe that?
She did a wonderful job. with
Listen,
that.
she's married to John Penna. How nervous can you possibly be about anything in your life at this point?
Exactly. Right?
So she was here to
She
talk
made
to
it
you.
through that.
Yeah, she made it through his nonsense that constantly. So Kristen was telling us about Best Title and what they provide service-wise. They do title work is what they do.
Yes.
A lot of this stuff comes from title searches for realty companies or individuals looking for something like that, and they are able to get you through that entire process because it's all that they do. It's not like you're going to a realty company who has somebody else who may do a little bit of that, and they have to go to somebody else who does a little bit of that, or somebody at a law office. It is a title company. That is all they work on.
It's a one-stop shop.
And they will be able to help you with just about anything. Now, she did say that they are not doing much in the way of oil and gas work these days here, but they do have resources for people who may want to know about that stuff because they do deal with people who work in that industry. So they could forward you to someone else if you need information for that. But again, very thankful that Best Title is here in Spencer, West Virginia, and they're already trying to get involved in the community. They know that the Black Walnut Festival is a big deal for people, so they're trying to get reaching out into the community and let people know that they're here, because I'm sure there's people that have driven by Court Street and said, what is that place?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we've needed this kind of a business for a while.
You have people in offices who are scripted with doing that without really knowing they're supposed to be doing that.
Yeah.
Or you could take somebody who has dealt with that for years and years and years. As she said, this company's been around since the late 1990s, and now they're here in Spencer. So they have a track record, and they are here.
It's not like it's a startup business. It's, got a proven track record.
So those are our sponsors for this 3 to 3:30 half-hour set. And again, folks, we are here, and we are waiting. I can't believe that it is taking this long for me to give these armband tickets away. The first set of armband tickets went in about 20 seconds.
Yeah. I mean, she started up there almost at Gil's tent.
Yes.
And, I mean, I saw her coming. She had the phone right up to her head, and she was listening to us talk. And, I mean, she was getting it coming down through there.
Well, folks, if you did happen to miss the question, this is the trivia question that will win you 3 armband tickets that you can cash in at the carnival for 3 free armbands.
That's a $75 value.
Yeah, 3 one-session armbands here that I'm ready to give away. And again, if you're a youngster, if you're in your teens and you just happen upon this video, I know you're watching this stuff, and I know you want free stuff. So I've got 3 free armbands. All you have to do is find out what is the name of the band that is taking the stage first today. They're up there right now. If you want to run up there and ask who they are, they'll tell you who they are. Then you can run back here to our booth at the corner of Church and Court Street and let us know. The question is, who is the first band that is getting ready to take the stage at the main stage right here on Church Street at 4:30? They're playing from 4:30 to 6:30, and the winner has got 3 free wristbands coming to them. Just waiting to hear from some lucky person. We'll see if anybody gets this one. Boy, as I stand up here, George, and I'm looking out over the crowds, lots of people out under the canopy tents, and they're
Yes.
out there with their families, and they're snacking on foods. They're getting stuff done. A lot of people over there at the merchandise and information booth, and they're asking questions. They're talking with people. So a very cool thing there. We're just looking around and seeing everybody enjoying this wonderful, beautiful day for the 69th Annual West Virginia Black Walnut Festival. Love this time of year, George. I know the weather is always the issue,
Yeah.
and if it's good, it's great, and if it's great, it's perfect. And right now, the weather is great, so this is a perfect festival
It's
for us.
one of those feast or famine kind of deals
Yep.
most of the time. But, while I was out walking around and was walking through the crowd, we've talked about this a couple times so far about not hearing any negative Nancy's,
Yes.
so to speak. But, I walked all the way through the food court and everybody was, having a good time and they were talking, hey, did you see this? Did you see this? So, I mean, it's great.
We know that the negative Nancy's exist, but I think that they just don't have anything they can complain about right now.
Exactly. I mean, I have yet to see anything that you could possibly even complain about.
Absolutely. All of the vendors that are here, the food vendors, people are loving what they brought here today. The Kids Day Parade was awesome.
And-
All of the crafts are great. The merchandise tents are great. The Euro Bungee has been a heavily.
Oh, yeah.
People loving that. The Dino
But-
Roar show, who doesn't like that?
Exactly. But, speaking of the food vendors, when I was over there, each one of them had their lines, but each one of them are moving their lines very quickly.
Yes.
And, it's like Jason Bennett said the other day, and then he said it again with you earlier. Maybe you don't like smoked meat. There is something for everybody.
Yeah, that's
And,
true.
He said, all these vendors are all small businesses. And, we've got to support these small businesses.
Yeah, they are doing the best they can, and they do a great job
Yeah.
here. Again, folks, we've got a trivia question out, and we are giving away 3 free armband tickets. And what these things are is you can go cash those in at the ticket booth for the carnival, and you get a free wristband for a session. And that is a big, big value. There is a trivia question attached to it. If you're out there watching us and you're not planning on coming, but you know somebody who might want to come, who is downtown, you better call them. Tell them, hey, WVRC is giving away 3 free armband tickets for the first person who can come to the booth and correctly tell us what band is getting ready to take the stage this evening at 4:30 at the center stage. And again, they are listed on the schedule of events all around the town. You can see them on posters. You can go online and find the answer who is coming up at 4:30 today.
Yep.
Just waiting to give this stuff away for people. Maybe we'll find somebody. Maybe we won't. And that, if we don't, I'll give more things away tomorrow. That'll be good for me. I have more stuff to give away in the morning. Oh, we're chattering away on Facebook and YouTube. We're trying to figure out a way to give away armband tickets. Armband tickets. You got to answer a trivia question for us. The trivia question is, what is the name of the band that is getting ready to take the stage for the first time at 4:30 here today?
No.
No, they were last night. So close. Here's a hint for you. They're doing some sound checking right now. You could probably find out their name.
By asking them.
Ah. To get to the carnival.
Oh,
We
yeah.
found somebody who does care, and now they're going to go run and ask. And we got a couple armbands might be given away here in just a second. Somebody's going to go find out who is getting ready to take the stage, and somebody's about to win a couple of them. That means I will have one left to give.
Yeah. But, I still want to thank Will, because he surprised us last year.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't ask him to do that, but that was awesome.
And again, we didn't ask him to do it this year. He just,
Yeah.
of his own volition and his own kindness, decided once again that he was going to try to help out a couple of people who may need to get a little bit of financial breather here and still
Exactly.
get a chance to go enjoy the
And-
carnival.
Yeah, have some fun and enjoy theirself.
I'm trying to keep all this equipment cool, George. I never thought that'd be the hardest thing I ever did. Was
Yeah, I
keep
know,
equipment
right?
cool. All right, we got somebody coming back here. And let's see if this young man can correctly identify the band that is getting ready to take the stage right now. Almost. You're so close. It's the parachute something. He better hurry. Somebody might be coming around the corner asking for it.
Exactly.
Now, that is commitment to an armband, I'll tell you that. The young man is doing sprints back and forth to try to win.
Wait until he finds out he's getting 2 of them.
Yeah. Then he's going to be especially excited.
Yeah.
I wonder if he'll remember if he comes back here exhausted. I see him around the corner.
He's coming.
He's on his way. Catch your breath real quick. Catch your breath. You don't have to hustle. Okay, the Parachute Brigade is taking the stage at 4:30 p.m. And congratulations, you have won 2 wristbands, so you have a session apiece. All you got to do is go cash those in at the ticket booth of the carnival, and you get in for a session for free.
So, see, you can use one tonight. You
Oh,
can
we're-
use one tonight,
We're going to be
And then
giving
you
away
can-
more later.
and then you can use one tomorrow.
Wouldn't you like to know? Well, here's what you do. If you want to try to win another one of these tomorrow morning, you have to be on our Facebook or YouTube and watch us live and find out what the question will be. All righty.
There you go.
We got a young man who has won a couple of wristbands. Now, he had to work for that one, George, really, really hard.
Yes,
But
he
he did.
did.
Oh, it's right here. Yes, that's right where the camera is. If you want, you can put your face right there and say hi to somebody.
Now, what's your name?
Zach Kid 9991. Where did the 9911 come? Oh, that young man has just won a pair of wristbands.
That's fantastic.
That is fun stuff.
I mean, fantastic.
that is commitment to getting an
Exactly.
armband.
What? He not only made 1 trip.
He made 2.
Exactly.
And those were sprint trips for that. Folks, we do want to thank our sponsor for this half hour of content. That is Jack Garrett Ford and Quentin Keaton and his crew doing such a great job at Jack Garrett Ford. Obviously, they have been busy this afternoon, so maybe unable to make it over here to talk with us, but that's fine. We just love having them as people. Yes, and I just got a message from Quentin, and he said, sorry, I was wrapped up at the dealership. That is completely understandable as they are doing business right now. So Jack and them, or Quentin and them, could not be over here today for this. What is this, George? Are you getting free stuff?
A fellow Hooner come to feed the man.
Okay, so what have we got here today? Oh, brought us some fried vegetables. I need to take my blood pressure medication right now because it's going to spike here pretty soon. That is fantastic. We do appreciate everybody who tunes in with us and people who want to bring us stuff. We love that too. I'll take free stuff out the yin yang all day, every day. It is so much fun to have all that stuff. Folks, we're here for just about another 45 minutes today on this Friday. Don't forget, we do have Raider football coming up tonight. Your number 1 in Class AA ranked Roane County Raiders for the first time in school history are headed to Braxton County. They're going to face off against the Braxton County Eagles. That'll be a 6:30 p.m. pregame for us on the radio and on our Facebook and YouTube. And then 7 o'clock is the kick for Roane County versus Braxton County.
Bring
this
home
evening.
the dub.
We are looking forward to trying to bring home the 7th win of the season versus 0 losses and keep that number 1 ranking in the state if we can. And, of course, we've got a big one coming up next week on the road versus a top 10 team in Class AA in Mingo Central. We follow that up with a home game against a top 5 team in North Marion.
Right.
And
I know.
then we close out on the road. It's going to be a tough closing to the season, George, but I think we got a good chance.
Coach Burdett wants to go 1-0 tonight.
That's all he cares about.
Exactly.
You ask him about any game other than this game tonight, he's going to say, I don't care.
Exactly.
He does not care about any other
Exactly.
game than the one tonight. That's all he focuses on.
Love you too. Thank you.
So thankful for people who are just, man, we have a good time just talking with people anyway. But
Exactly.
when people bring us free food,
Exactly.
that's even better.
But Bonnie, she is. I've known her since I was like knee high to a duck.
Was he ever knee high? Seems like he's always been a tall
And
guy.
But she worked for my mom many
Oh,
years ago,
okay.
and she's like my sister.
Heck yeah.
So
Well, I hope you keep him in track better than I can.
that's it. Thanks.
Very awesome stuff there as we're having a blast here at the West Virginia Black Walnut Festival. Boy, so many people coming and going, moving and shaking. We see people at the food vendors area so much right now. And I'm seeing similar faces, but I'm seeing new faces a lot right now working around the courthouse square. So it's fun to see all these people. We invite you to stop in and say hi to us if you want to. We're just sitting here at the corner of Church and Court Street. We're going to be here for just another couple of minutes. We do have another business coming up, a newer business in town as well, with A&R Nail Bar coming up at 3:30 p.m. But we do want to thank Jack Garrett Ford once again for helping sponsor us for the last half hour. We want to thank Best Title for their sponsorship here of this half hour. Talking this morning with Kristen Penna from Best Title and their service that they provide here in town, a newer business. They've been in business for just, I think, maybe less than a year here so far, and they're doing great work as well. So, again, folks, we did give away another couple of tickets. It was an easy trivia question. All you had to do was find out who the first band to take the stage was this afternoon, and the young man really had to battle for that one, found out that it was the Parachute Brigade, and he was certainly excited about winning a couple of armband tickets. We do have more armband tickets we're going to be giving away tomorrow in the morning time. Let's see. In fact, since I gave away just 2.
We've got 4 to give away tomorrow.
I actually have 6 total
6?
to give away. So
Okay.
I'm going to be giving away a bunch of tickets in the morning for kids who want to go to the carnival this year. Again, folks, we still have the Raider discount cards. We're just hanging right here with them, and you couldn't make it easier to win. All I said was show up here. Say you heard us on the radio or saw us on Facebook, YouTube. You win a free gift card. And, again, you can use that all year at all these businesses that are on the back of it. And, again, you get discounts at different places. It's a $10 value that the high school football team was selling these discount cards for. They gave us a few to give away. We're trying to give away free money, basically, George. Sometimes that's harder than it seems.
Right?
You'd think that would be an easy thing to do, but sometimes it is difficult.
Those are a $25 value each.
Yeah, those wristbands are not cheap. If you want a wristband for a session at the carnival across the way. Did get a good comment, a good message from Joe McDonald, George, Joe, and Doc Watson, Brent Watson with the 4-H FFA. They showed some pictures of the Cat 5 cable running through, and it looks like we're going to be good to go tomorrow night for the 4-H and FFA livestock sale. Looking forward to helping get the word out about that and really just promoting the youth of Roane County. And we want to talk about hard work. You talk about showing an animal.
Yeah.
That is a year-round, year-long commitment, and it takes a lot of early mornings, takes a lot of late nights. You got to feed, you got to clean, you got to take them, you got to move, you got to work with them, and then you have to get them prepped the 2 weeks in advance and this week.
And poor Amy.
Yes, oh, man.
She's got 2 that's doing that.
Oh, And she's trying to recover, and she's still moving
Yeah.
everywhere and shaking.
Emma's doing pigs.
Yep.
And what is it you call Bradley?
Oh, Mudbog.
Yeah,
Call him
Mudbog.
Mudbog.
Mudbog is doing. I think he's got a bull.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So
Said he's trying to become a cow farmer.
And they're in 2 different locations. They've got the pigs in one location and the bulls on another end of the spectrum. So it's not like they go out of the house and feed them. So.
Well, folks, we're sitting down here hanging out on this Friday afternoon at the 69th Annual West Virginia Black Walnut Festival. Been a long day today, but a fun one because we've had people in and out. We had so many businesses to thank for their sponsorship today. It started this morning with Budget Appliances and Poca Valley Bank. We got a chance again to talk with our good buddy Jason Miles Bennett with Getting Piggy With It 304. He's over there still slinging some brisket if they've got any left. Steel Hollow Estates, we were able to talk with Krista yesterday, and of course today they are busy over there sampling ice cream from Steel Hollow Estates,
right?
And talking about what they have. Obviously, the City of Spencer and the Black Walnut Festival Committee, they sponsor hours each year for us just to invite people to come down and have a good time at the festival. That's the only thanks that they want. They don't want any other thanks. They don't want any other people to talk about them other. They just want people to come down here and have a good time for all the hard work that they put in. That is thanks enough for them. Although we say if you see a committee member, please thank them. If you see an orange shirt city worker, you please go thank them for all the work that they do as well. We also want to thank Best Title, who was here with us this morning and is sponsoring us right now for the rest of this half hour. I want to thank Cash Saver. We've got a chance to talk with Tank Blosser from Spencer Cash Saver.
That's always a good talk.
Oh,
right
listen,
there.
It's easy to talk to Tank Blosser.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know that guy very, very well, and in business, he is a bulldog as well. He and Amy are running that place like a glove. It's so smooth. Ruby Theater, one of our sponsors, of course, we tried to get Aaron on, but he was moving and filming and doing a lot of stuff, so he couldn't get on here, but we wanted to thank him. Phoenix Nutrition, got a chance to talk with Matt Queen. Very happy to get a chance to talk with him about his new business venture that is already making a lot of noise in town. And then it's always fun to talk with Brandy. Crazy little mama, and she, again, I've never seen anybody grind like that woman grinds on her business because she cares about her customers and her business, and it shows with the way she has expanded in just a couple of years. And, of course, Jack Garrett Ford again today, Best Title right now, and we have one more sponsor coming up here. I messaged this lady, and I'm not sure. Yes, there she is. She is around, and she is milling around because she knows it's her time. And so we've got A&R Nail Bar, and we've got a couple of representatives from A&R Nail Bar coming up here in just a couple minutes. Folks, what we're going to do is we're going to go radio silent here on YouTube and Facebook just for a few minutes. And, again, we'll come back here with our final sponsor for the half hour of this Friday afternoon at the 69th Annual West Virginia Black Walnut Festival.
You've got to try some of these. These are phenomenal.
And those of you on Facebook and YouTube, give us just a second. We're getting ready to go live on the radio with our sponsor for the last half hour of this Friday.
Fright Day.
Fright Day. It is October 13th.
Exactly. Friday the 13th.
Well, again, thank you very much, Miss Lauren. I feel much better now knowing that Lauren was down here and got some pumpkin pie ice cream. I feel better, George, that we were over here bragging and that she did have a chance to get
Yes.
some of that yesterday.
Yes.
That makes me feel a lot better. What also makes me feel a lot better today is it is a gorgeous day in downtown Spencer, West Virginia. We're on day 3 of the 69th annual West Virginia Black Walnut Festival. So many people have been through here today on this Friday. We knew that that was going to happen. We told some of the vendors, the food vendors, to be ready. I know Jason Miles Bennett is ready, and he is slinging the brisket today. And a lot of foot traffic around the courthouse square. That doesn't even entail what's happening at other places here at the festival. We have not been down to the flea market over on Front Street. We have not been to Spencer Middle School to see all the stuff there. We have not been to the Armory yet to see what they have over there. We have not even been to Heritage Park, which is right behind us, George.
Exactly.
We have been stuck here throughout the last few days.
Haven't had time.
Have not had time to get out and enjoy it. But I tell you what, everybody else has, and we're happy that they have.
Yes.
We're thankful for all the sponsors that we have so we can keep getting information about this festival out to everybody on the radio and on Facebook and on YouTube. The only reason we can do that, though, is because we have sponsors that keep us on the radio and keep us on YouTube and Facebook. Our final sponsor for today of this 3:30 to 4 o'clock half hour, A&R Nail Bar. And I have been saying that all afternoon to make sure I didn't mess it up.
I'll take a Jack and Coke.
Yeah, what kind of bar are we talking?
What kind of bar, George?
Oh, darn it. So we're joined by a couple of young ladies. I'm going to call you all young ladies because
Thank
you're
you.
both younger than me. I'll let you introduce yourselves first, and then we're going to talk about what you all do.
Hi, I'm Amanda Bias. I'm the A from A&R Nail Bar.
I'm Ronnie Bunner. I'm the R.
Okay, that makes sense now.
I thought we were getting Jack and Coke or something.
Well, I thought there may be like kids' names involved.
Pina colada.
It's
or
very
something.
simple. A, Amanda, R, Ronnie. A&R Nail Bar. Okay, well, Amanda, again, I know you very, very well. I know of Ronnie. I don't know her well, but I know both of you all. And the business that you guys have created is called a nail bar.
Correct.
Now, is this what I think it is when you deal with nails?
Yes, you're
See,
correct.
listen, I am not dumb in some aspects of life. In most I am, but there's some I'm not bad with. Okay, so where did this come about, by the way, Amanda? I know I've talked to you over the last couple of years. You've been in business in different aspects. You've been working on what you wanted to do.
Yes.
You found something that I think you've become passionate about. How did you and Ronnie hook up together and decide you both had this passion?
Well, Amanda was one of my clients pretty early on, and she had to talk to me during her appointments, said that she always wanted to do nails, and I encouraged her to go to school. We both kind of did it a little bit later in life than most people do, so she was a little nervous about that, and I encouraged her to go ahead and follow her dreams and go to school. So she did, and yeah. And then we decided that we both loved doing the same thing, and we had very similar visions of a business we wanted to build together. And the rest is pretty much history.
So it was you that were already doing nails,
Yes.
Ronnie, and you were doing Amanda's nails, and then she decided that she had a passion for it. One thing I really like about what you do, Amanda, is even while you were in school, you were working on social media, putting things out on social media, saying, hey, this is what I'm learning,
Yes.
this is what I'm going to try to do. And then when you guys decide to open, you've got all of that stock built up in your product already. So you guys decide to go in business together. How does that happen, number one? And then what are the logistics behind finding a place, getting together, doing business work to get yourselves open?
Well, you were correct. Whenever I was in school, I was already on marketing and already on Facebook and social media, trying to ensure that whenever I graduated that I did have a clientele. the beauty industry, whether it be hair or aesthetics or nails or whatever it may be, you do have to kind of build up a clientele and start off with, a few people, and then word of mouth and social media referrals and things like that, are a very big deal. But I was really blessed that whenever graduated from school, I graduated with a full clientele already. And so I was really blessed with that. And I went into the salon where Ronnie was already at here in downtown Spencer. That way she could continue mentoring me and continue to help me grow and learn, which helped me helped me tremendously to be able to learn a lot quicker than what a lot of people do when they graduate from school. When you're just kind of thrown out at it.
Exactly.
You're left at your own defenses, and people are getting what they're getting when they come to you. But I was really blessed to be able to have her there every day on a daily basis to answer questions. She's somebody who really likes to teach and to explain things, and she likes the more scientific aspect of it, I guess. And I think that's why we work so well together in business, is because the things that I'm suited better at are things that she necessarily isn't, and vice versa. And so like marketing and things, I think are probably more of my strong suit.
Yes, very much so.
Where the scientific knowledge and the things like that, I go to her still a year and a half in on a daily basis and
Right.
ask for questions and for help. And so we had a very similar vision, like she said, of what we wanted to do. We wanted to be able to have our own space here in Spencer. I know so many women who drive an hour to get things done because they want to be somewhere,
or more.
yeah, where they feel like it's more of a spa experience, or they feel like it's a more of a, I don't know, a high-end surrounding, I guess. And so we'd always wanted that, and we wanted to grow it into other things besides just a nail salon, which we were able to do whenever we found out that the building that we're currently in, which is the old Consumers Gas building at 526 Church Street, when that came open, we were contacted by the gentleman who owned it and said, "Hey, I have this building open. Would you all know anyone?" And we were like, "Well, actually, yeah,
Us.
we do."
And if anybody has seen that building before versus now, it is so beautiful.
It's completely every inch of the building. Literally, I think except for the ceiling in one room is brand new.
Yeah.
And we always tell people, you're more than welcome. I know that's a staple in Spencer, that building was
Yes.
for so many people. So we tell people, my goodness, you're more than welcome to walk in anytime and just look around. We have people all the time that come in and just say, "Hey, can I just want to see what you guys have done." And we're like, "Please, come in and look." But we wanted it to be something more than just the nail salon. We wanted to grow it into a place where like women could come and have me time, have a break for themselves, and
Yeah.
feel like you're being pampered. That's important to us. But also we wanted to be able to help other small businesses. And because we know how difficult that is, especially in the current climate that we're in, for small businesses to try to survive. So we wanted to do that, which led to other things that we've done or are currently doing to try to do that.
We're talking with Amanda Bias and Roddy Bunner of A&R Nail Bar. They are half our sponsor here, and it's so interesting. Well, as Amanda said, she graduated with a full client list. And Ronnie lost a client in you,
I did.
She lost
I
two
lost
because she was
two.
doing my mom.
but
She took her mom.
but after that, Ronnie, I'm sure you've been doing this for quite a while now. You've got your customer base built.
Yes.
How was it for them to know that you were going to move to a new salon? I know that's not uncommon, obviously, for people to do that, but it was a good decision for the two of you. You got together. You found a building that suits you all down on Church Street. And again, how many times have people gone down there to try to pay their gas bill, though?
Quite a few, actually. Several people walked in and said,
Did you take the mail slot out?
"Yes, the mail slot is gone. It's a brand new door." They'll still walk in and go, "Oh, this isn't the gas company?"
Yeah, we're here to pay our bill. We're like, "Where have you been paying it for 4 years, sir?"
Well, so Ronnie, you were kind of the teacher and the mentor. When did you start in this nail business?
Well, I wanted to get into it like a long, long time ago, and I actually looked into going to school and then found out I was pregnant and decided to put that off for a little while. And then it still was just something that I wanted to do. I practiced at home like nonstop as I raised her. I was a stay-at-home mom, and I would just watch YouTube videos nonstop. And then when it was time for her to go to school, I decided I was going to go to school as well. So I've been doing this since 2018, I believe, and built a client list up pretty quickly. And I've been fully booked now for over 3 years.
Okay, so let's talk about the nuts and bolts or the nails of this.
Okay.
What all services do you two provide? Is it the similar services Does one of you do one thing that one doesn't do, or is it both of you and you just full go?
Yeah, we both offer the exact same services and we specialize in gel. So we don't do any acrylic services, which is kind of like when you walk into a salon, it's got that really potent smell. You
Oh,
won't find that in our salon at all. It smells amazing. So we do all gel products. We specialize mostly in the natural nail and the health and growth of a natural nail. And our services are gel X, gel overlays, gel polish, and we can just do regular manicures too to just make the natural nails.
I like that. So gel is, again, as you talked about the science of this, Amanda. That's is that a new thing, or is it just a different thing that some people prefer over other acrylic type stuff?
So, as Ronnie has actually you answer that because she'll be better than me at answering that.
Well, gel and acrylic have both been out for a really long time, but gel did take off popularity later than acrylic did. But they are chemically similar, and really it just depends on your tech's preference and what they are better at. Nothing is better for the nail than the other. The best thing is to find a good quality nail tech that knows what they're doing, how to properly take care of the natural nail.
Yes. Before that. Okay, let's talk about some marketing stuff then, Amanda. You said you wanted to build this business into not just a nail place, but a place where some women could come and feel comfortable getting some relaxed time, some me time. But you also said you wanted to help some other small businesses out. How are you able to try to do that? I know one of the things you just did was kind of a come here and see us, and then you had Phoenix Nutrition with you.
Yes.
And you had some other people.
We love Matt at
Let's
Phoenix.
talk about some of that.
So what we try to do is a monthly vendor event where we try to do a local small businesses come in one Saturday a month, and we try to do we don't charge the vendors anything to come in. We just allow them to use the space to help them promote and sell their products in there. It's been a great success for all the vendors that we've had. Matt from Phoenix comes to all of our vendor events, and he created a specialty drink just for us, the Razzle Dazzle. Ronnie named it, and but he is set up there to sell drinks. And then last month we had Valley View Creations come. Rachel Bartlett, who's one of the nicest human beings alive.
One of the nicest human beings I've ever met in my life.
Literally.
I think everybody would say that.
Yes. She came and set up and sold her products that she makes there. And then tomorrow, actually, we are having a hat burning party, which they come in and do felts like cowgirl hats, fedoras, and things like that. And she is set up to come in and do that after the parade from 2 to 5. We posted, I think, probably within 24 hours, I think almost, she had all of her slots full.
She booked up really fast.
And she booked up super fast.
Oh, wait, so this is not a hat burning party, it's a bonfire style?
No bonfire.
No, I have seen this lady. Holy cow.
Yes.
So explain that real quick for people who don't know what that is, because it is such artistic
So the
creativity.
lady there's a woman who does them in Ripley. We actually have a local lady who's coming to do them, so it's somebody different. Stacy Cantley will be there tomorrow set up, and she is so good at it. It's amazing. She is somebody who is a cowgirl and wears hats and does all the things. She's a horse lady, but she's coming and set up, and she's going to have the hats. And the ladies come and they pick out what styles they would like art on top of the hat. She brings a wood burning pen, and man, I mean, when we mess up on a nail, you can wipe off the polish. She's going quick with that burning pen you can't hold it on there very long, and she's going fast, and there's no turning back. And then she also decorates the hats with accessories as well, and she is doing it for a very reasonable price. She filled up so quickly that we are also going to have another event next month on November the 18th. I think we're going to do it from 10 to 2 or 10 to 3. Yeah. We have 5 vendors coming. It's going to be kind of a jump start to Christmas shopping, and Stacy's going to be back again to do the more hat burning because she had
popular demand.
Yeah, she almost had to put people on a waiting list because so many people contacted her. We have Corey Reed coming. With some of his woodworking. We have Rachel Bartlett will be back with some of her items. We have another local business called Shop of Wonder. Art is coming. She's a local artist who creates earrings and journals and magnets and things out of clay. They're gorgeous, and each one is a unique piece that's hand created and not like she only does it once. So she'll be there. We have Backwoods is coming with they're going to have hot chocolate and things like that set up for the kids.
Wait, doesn't Backwoods have a drink named after your all shop as
They
well?
do
Yes,
the
they
Double
do.
Trouble.
And
You
it's
guys
so
are
good.
You guys are famous
You
right
have
now.
got to try the double trouble.
Yeah, it's
too.
really good.
It's really, really
We're
good.
battling it out currently with Faith Ash
For
for
first place, yeah. So everybody go get a double trouble from
Yes.
Backwood.
Now
Yeah.
that is cross multi marketing right there. Folks out in Radio Land, we're talking with our half-hour sponsor here, and I knew this was going to be fun because I've hung out with Amanda plenty in Backwoods. Speaking of Backwoods,
Yes.
we always find ourselves there. But those of you on the radio station, if you haven't come to see those two, go see what they have to offer. It's 526 Church Street, and the only reason I knew that off the top of my head is because it's right across from my boyhood home at 527. So 526 Church Street, the old Consumer Gas Building.
Yes.
Amanda Bias and Ronnie Butter at A&R Nail Bar. We're going to stay with them for another few minutes on YouTube and on Facebook, but we invite you all to please come down, visit them. If they need to get a hold of you guys, how can they get a hold of you? And then give your social media, obviously.
Okay, we are on Facebook at A&R Nail Bar, and you can contact us there. Someone will get back to you pretty much right away. And stop into the shop anytime. We're open pretty much Tuesday through Saturday from about 9 to 6 most days. And we have a small retail section in there, so they can stop in and check that out, even if they're not clients of ours. And then my other social media, and I'll just plug that in real quick.
Heck yeah.
So on Instagram, it's at Ginger Sparks, and you can follow me there and see all of my gorgeous nail designs. And I also have a YouTube channel. I have about, I don't even remember, 13,000 followers
Wow.
on YouTube right now. So
We're lacking, George.
I know, right?
so I'm Gels N with an N.
Okay.
Gems Nails. It's a little bit harder. It's not Gels and, it's an N. So Gels and Gems Nails on YouTube, and I actually have a sponsor basically on YouTube, Madam Glam, the gel polish that we use at our salon.
Awesome.
They have been working with me for several years, and they send me polishes every month. I do videos for them, and then I get to keep the polishes. So it's a pretty win-win situation.
That's a sweet deal for both of you guys.
Yeah.
Amanda's like, hey, thank you for having that YouTube sponsor.
right.
Folks, we are done on the radio side of things. We appreciate you having joined us throughout the day. Again, the festival will continue throughout the night. We invite you to come down here, enjoy day 3. Get yourself ready for tomorrow morning as day number 4 of the festival is getting ready to take place. We're going to send it back up to the studio to Miss Laura. Don't forget, folks, Friday Night Football tonight on WVRC 6:30 pregame, and coverage begins at 7 kickoff for the Roane County and Braxton County game. Back to you, Miss Lauren. All right, you two. No, you're not done yet. No.
No,
We
we're not
still
done.
got you for another 5 minutes
Oh.
on YouTube and Facebook, huh? No, we're traveling to Braxton County. In fact, as soon as I'm done here in 5 minutes, I'm packing and leaving. I can't talk about that. I still want to throw up. Anthony Roberts comes by and reminds me that the Mountaineers lost again. I thought I had forgotten that earlier
I thought
today.
it was a nightmare, and then I woke up.
Oh, and found out it was real.
It was real.
And it was still a nightmare.
Exactly.
Okay, so we get everybody here that is a business owner, and we want to talk shop about the festival now. And these are the most important questions you will ever be asked in your career.
All right, lay it on us.
Okay, number 1, we need a favorite memory as a kid. Both of you grew up around here. We need a favorite memory from the festival as a kid. And then we need your all-time favorite food that you look forward to every year. Now, it may be something that's no longer here, and now you have to adjust again. Because mine was the Chinese food truck.
Yes,
and so
that's
now,
what I was going to say.
now I have to adjust my my new sponsor. Okay, so favorite childhood memory first. And I've gotten some that I completely forgot about. The one that I just forgot about that Brandy Stump got us, Grandpa Cratchit. I forgot.
Yes.
Yes.
And he was just
It
here
wasn't
like
that
3 years
long ago,
Yeah,
yeah.
and I completely forgot. So,
Yes.
have I wasted enough time to give you guys a chance
Yeah.
to think about it?
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, go for it.
I would say as a kid, my favorite was probably the parades. To be honest, like being able to stand because they threw so much candy. And you could
We've
get
had
the
several
candy.
people say the parade.
The
The
parades.
parades.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was because I was small, but they felt so huge
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
and I don't know if it was just because I was so young, but I definitely think the parades. And you know what I miss is I miss seeing the football team in the parade.
Yes.
The high school football team was always in the parade, and that was always like when you were like in high school or in middle school and you got to see the high school football team in the parade. Man, that was so cool.
Yeah, they're too busy for
I
that
know.
now.
Now,
I guess.
now they're all famous.
Yeah, they're all
all
number one
winning,
team.
Yeah.
All
winning
right,
teams.
so now we'll ask the food question later. What
Yep.
about you, Ronnie?
I remember when the carnival was down at Bowman Street parking lot.
Oh, yes.
They had like artists down there that did airbrushing on T-shirts
And
and
the
hats
sand.
and the sand that
Yeah.
you could do. Like I've missed that kind of thing. Like you could have your name wrote on your hat.
Didn't they
and
have
shirt.
the cartoon people who did like the,
Like the caricatures,
They
stuff like
did?
that,
Yeah.
like the really artsy stuff down there.
And
I
you could
really
get your face
miss that.
painted.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep. And there's none of that. And
The only thing I didn't
so
like about
much.
the characters is they made my teeth way bucker than they were back in the day.
Like horse teeth.
All right, now the most important question
Yes.
of all, and that is food. This is a food-based event, and so we need
It
to know
really
your
is.
favorite food at the festival that you look forward to every single year.
It's probably going to be the exact same thing that every single person you've asked has told you. The Chinese guy.
Well, a lot of people have said that, but
and the
most
ox roast.
a lot of people said since the Chinese guy's gone that they had to go with something else. So we've had the bloomin' onion, we've had the ton of taters,
Oh, yeah.
we had oh gosh, nobody has mentioned funnel cakes.
No, it's cheesecake on a stick.
She said.
oh,
That's the
She
one.
said.
ox roast as
Ox
well,
roast.
which is
Yeah.
also sadly not here this year.
I know.
But
I
Yeah.
missed
But
the
cheesecake on a stick. The
Cheesecake-
chocolate
now-
covered cheesecake.
So
Yes.
formally, my favorite would have been Chinese #1, and then close second, ox roast. Now it's the cheesecake on a stick. But like I told you before we started recording,
yes,
the Bayou Classics.
uh-huh.
I'm here to tell you, like, if you haven't been over there, you need to go over there today or tomorrow. They're the nicest people.
Hopefully they
it-
come back again.
They said they've already been asked.
That's awesome.
They told me they were already been asked.
Absolutely.
But they are very reasonably priced, especially considering we're paying fair food. I mean,
Yeah.
you're going to pay
Yeah.
a little more. But everything we've tried, everybody at my house, and I'm feeding teenage boys, so they're eating a ton. Everybody ate something different last night, and we ate gumbo, jambalaya, some sort of a burrito. I told them just to surprise me with like 5 different things, and they just gave me random stuff and an armadillo egg. Oh my gosh, it was really good.
Here's how dumb I am, guys. I thought they meant real
I did too,
armadillo
and then I
eggs.
was like, "Oh, it's like meat with a jalapeno cream cheese." It was still good. I was like, "Wait."
Well, folks, we've come to the end of it, and I tell you what, Amanda Bias and Ronnie Bunner from A&R Nail Bar, we couldn't have picked a better two to finish our Friday evening with. We hope that you guys have a great festival on top of being business owners. We want you guys to go out and have some fun here at the 69th Annual Black Walnut Festival.
Hey, you're gonna broadcast the game tonight?
Yeah, heading out right now, in
Me
fact. We are
too.
shutting everything down, and we are heading up to Braxton County
Awesome.
as soon as we're done here. Thank you, too.
Thank
and
you
we
so
hope
much
you guys
for having
continue
us.
to do great things with your business down on Church Street.
Thank you so
you.
much.
Well, George, it has been a long couple of days for you. It's been a long couple of days for me. We're going to do it again tomorrow, though. Why not?
Exactly.
Let's just keep on rolling on Saturday. So
But
many
I get
things.
to sleep in.
That's true. You do till 6.
Exactly.
We're very excited for the festival on day number 4. We invite you to come back with us tomorrow morning, bright and early. We'll be right down here in Spencer, West Virginia. We hope the weather will cooperate. We've got a lot of stuff on the docket tomorrow. Don't forget, we will be covering the Grand Parade live. We also will be covering the 4-H and FFA livestock sale live tomorrow from the barn at 6:30 p.m. George, it's been a great day, buddy. Thanks for coming down after working and working.
Yeah. It has been a great day. I've loved the crowd today. There's been a lot of people milling around. And like I said, when I was out walking around, everybody was having a good time.
Again, folks, thank you all for joining us on our YouTube and Facebook channels. Thank you to all of you who stayed with us throughout the day on the radio as well. I want to thank Miss Lauren, George, Miss Leah. Thank Amy for coming up with us for a little while. We'll be back bright and early tomorrow morning from the 69th Annual West Virginia Black Walnut Festival.